Hello everyone, it's your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one only here with.
Guy who just saw a movie.
And we're going to do a spoiler talk for Avengers Endgame. If you didn't read the title, that's on you. We're going to talk about the movie. This full disclosure, spoilers.
Although I haven't seen
Captain Marvel.
Doctor Strange's movie, Captain Marvel's movie, or Ant-Man the Wasp.
I've
Seen all the other ones.
all the
And I haven't
movies.
seen any of them TV shows.
I've seen
They
all.
don't matter.
They really don't.
They don't matter.
I've seen all the movies that he hasn't seen except Captain Marvel. I also didn't see that.
It's too new.
In the TV shows, I don't care about it.
I don't think it's out on like DVD yet.
And we already have like another movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Captain Marvel,
I mean, if it was, I would have seen it.
Right. Let's talk about her involvement in the movie first. Oh, how do we get back to the dorm?
I'm just going this way.
You're just gonna drive? Now, notice how this is a straight lane.
Yeah.
Not a turning. Okay, you're gonna go straight. Okay, cool. I was curious. I wasn't sure where you're pointing.
That's how we got in. That's how we're going in. Actually, it's not.
That's not how we got in at all.
Then
That's why I thought you were gonna go left.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, more or less. Okay, so anyways, Captain Marvel's involvement in the film. It's fine to have that air on.
Well, it's just that sometimes the lower settings don't work. Like right now. They were fine early. Like coming here, they were fine.
Right.
Now it's just air.
Like we just have to go high settings. That's fine, because the car's hot. I'd rather them hear us not die than record myself dying in this car. So, Captain Marvel's involvement in the movie.
Yeah.
People have said that in her own movie, she seems kind of like not very charismatic. I think in this movie, also not very charismatic.
Was she supposed to?
I don't think so. I think people just feel weird that she isn't. But it seems like a thing where whenever people are like, get off your high horse, Captain Marvel, in the movie, she's like, I'm just better than you. Just understand. And they're like, fuck, okay. And it's true. Yeah, it just seems like she does just have her shit together. So I understand it. But until I see her do some shit, I haven't seen her movie. Until I see her do some shit outside of what she did in this film, it makes it hard to say.
She doesn't have like character development yet?
I get, like, I haven't seen her movie.
Yeah.
So I can't say much. But in this movie, she definitely, like, does more than just carry her weight. She definitely is, like, stronger than a lot of the other niggas. Just straight out. And can just do more stuff. But I don't feel like she completely steals the show. She very easily could have, I think, if she was just more focused on what was happening on Earth. But they did the right move to just not have her be the one who just wins everything. That would have been kind of shitty.
She helped.
She did help. But I'm glad
she did a lot of helping.
I mean, she didn't help with the time travel part.
No, not that. I mean, when she was busy with that shit.
Well, she keeps saying, what's happening here is happening everywhere else.
Yeah.
But what the fuck are you dealing with? Half the niggas are gone. Are you working at factory? Like, what are you doing that has to do with half the people being gone that's helping these planners? Unless they have plans to try and fix it. Like, I didn't understand that.
It's more like instability. They're talking about like all the governments are fucked up.
Right.
Think about that, but all like the space empires.
But she's
like wars going on everywhere.
I suppose.
And she's off
handling wars, I guess.
Space wars.
Space wars. The move.
The Star Wars. Yeah.
But Captain Marvel's okay. Oh, I'm gonna tell you the thing I didn't like about the beginning of the movie. So I didn't like at the very beginning where Captain Marvel's like, I'm just gonna go in space, I'm gonna find Thanos, I'm gonna fucking kill him. Who's with me? And then they're all like, oh shit, you right, let's just go to Thanos' planet and just fuck him up. And they show up to Thanos' planet and they fuck him up and then he dies. He dies like really, really early on. And in my mind I was like, why no fight? Why? I understand that Thanos was like, I'm done, right? He
also didn't have any stones.
I know he didn't have any stones. Thanos doesn't have any. Alyssa, spoilers for Endgame. Spoilers for Avengers Endgame. This is a spoiler talk. Spoilers. So I understand that he didn't have any stones at the time, at the beginning of the movie, and that he's just kind of like a vulnerable nigga. Yeah, he's just a guy on a farm.
With a giant.
That doesn't mean he wants to die. Why? Like, he didn't do anything. He just took a L. Just the hardest of uppercase.
He won in that last movie so hard, and he's just like,
I can just die now?
I'm fine. What you gonna do? You got no stones. You got shit.
Because that's the thing.
Kill me. Can't do anything.
This is the thing that I talked to Colin about recently about D&D, where I was like, it doesn't make sense for a character to be like, fuck it, I just don't want to live. You know what I mean? For like no legitimate reason. Just to be like, you know, yeah, I don't care about survival.
All of his goals were accomplished.
Survival
He didn't
is like
give a shit about that. He's just like, I gotta do my job.
Who doesn't
and my
care
job
about
is to
surviving?
Kill everyone.
I don't know anyone who's like, living isn't a top priority.
It's not that
he didn't fight back at all.
Yeah.
He didn't try. No, he didn't.
They did jump him.
Right.
Grabbed both of his arms.
Right.
Sliced his arm off.
Uh-huh.
Got him in a headlock. What's he gonna do?
Homeboy wasn't prepared at all for anything. He didn't think any niggas would care. He didn't think anybody would come. You kill half the universe.
Yeah.
And you're like,
that's what Captain Marvel said. Captain Marvel's like, he ain't got shit down there.
Right.
Yeah.
Why? When she said he has nothing to defend, no weapons, no soldiers, no, I would have been like, that nigga's hella ready, right?
That is also what they said.
Right.
They're like, Thanos doesn't need shit.
Right.
He's got the Infinity Stone.
He's essentially a god.
He's a god.
And he's like, all the stones did was give me temptation. What, do you know what they really did? They kept you from just dying. They kept you from just immediately dying.
But he's like, I don't need these anymore.
You do.
No,
That's why you're dead. That's why you're dead.
He doesn't care.
One.
What's he gonna live for? Picking fruit?
Yeah. I thought he wanted to live
That was just passing time till he died.
Until I got fucking. Then why not just kill yourself? What the fuck? I don't.
Yeah, he could have just snapped himself.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand. It just was dumb. I fucking hated that.
He's fine.
And that made me think, like, man, the rest of this movie is gonna be really fucking stupid. Well, here's another stupid thing I didn't like about the movie.
Yeah.
They roll up on Tony Stark. They're like, yo, we think we can build a time machine.
Well, it's not what we can build. We're just like, we're thinking about time machine. What do you think?
They're like, is it possible to make a time machine?
No.
And Tony's
it's not even fuck no. It's more like, I ain't doing it. Just want to help.
He talked about how it was silly. Like, he talked about, we have gods, magic,
remember,
stones that manipulate the forces of reality themselves. One of them is time. One of them, it clearly shows that time is possible. But it shows that it's possible. It shows that you can do it. There's a way to manipulate time.
It's a magical time stone that they don't have.
I know, but it shows that it's possible to affect time, right? It's possible to manipulate. So I don't know why Tony thinks...
If you had it!
But no! But it just shows that if it can do it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. This might be a little out of left field. You can just make shit that messes with time.
Yeah.
I don't know why Tony thinks it's dumb.
He was also just like fucking him up because he figures out how to do it anyway.
Yeah, the same night! It's not even...
He's just thinking about it.
Yeah! And it's so casual. And he figures that... When he figures out, he surprises himself. He's like, oh, damn. Oh, I did. Oh, we can just do that.
With the method they were thinking of, with like pin particles and shit.
But it's stupid. It's really dumb.
Because what they came with.
It took longer to do Ultron.
Because they were like, well, this is post Ultron.
I know.
Because they were just coming in. Ant-Man's like, yo, we can quantum realm, and Tony Stark's like, quantum realm is hella dangerous. There's all that quantum realm about uncertainty and shit. And then he figured out how to do it because he's Tony Stark.
What did you think about Tony being an asshole when he gets rescued? So they rescue Tony from dying in space. And then he's like, fuck you, Captain America. I don't want to do shit.
He just got fucked up by Thanos and had Spider-Man die. Like,
right.
He's not in an emotionally good place.
When has he been? When was the last time
in Iron Man
Tony's
3,
been in a good
PTSD
spot?
And he's just freaking out.
Right. Tony's been fucked since the end of the Avengers movie. And he's just a character who was always in a position of being
all that
fucked.
in Avengers 2. That's
Yes, he is.
I mean, he was.
He gets fucked by the Scarlet Witch thing. At the beginning of the movie, he's always been fucked.
I just mean he didn't have like the PTSD thing he had in Iron Man 3. Which
but he
just
gets
shows
a new
later.
one. He gets a new PTSD.
It's fine. Yeah, so he's been fucked up.
Yeah.
He's taking it out on Cap.
I thought
Cap
he was
lost.
But why not work toward a
and then
solution?
He fucking collapsed.
Yes. Like a little bitch.
He just got stabbed.
Ooh.
And his organs were all fucked.
Ooh.
And he was dying in his spaceship.
Ooh. Tony.
And he was on like medications and shit. And then he like
Tony.
tears him out. And then he's just going crazy. And he collapsed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So.
He's not thinking straight.
Still. Problem at hand. Tony's bullshit. Just saying.
What?
So, what did you think about the time travel?
I don't know, Jet. I haven't seen Doctor Strange. I don't know how the time stone actually works.
Well, the time travel they do is them using the Pym particles and the quantum realm. It didn't have anything to do with the time stone, the stuff that they do. Right. So why did you bring that? What? I don't.
Just because that's the only other time travel, and I don't know how it works.
The other one
movie.
uses the stone.
I
Guess what they do? They use the stone and the time. Cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with the current question.
You're talking about like the pads
In the movie, yeah, the pads.
Quantum tunneling.
Because I'm pretty sure the pads do nothing for the
They
time
look
travel.
cool.
They're there to overcomplicate.
Well, okay. So what if the suits can time travel, right? As long as they have enough Pym particles.
Right.
The pad can pull you back. Remember how Clint was running into that house?
And he's like, no.
And he got yanked back?
He did get yagged.
So that's what the pad does. It can yaga you back.
It seems like the only thing the pad does is...
Be a place to stand on.
I mean, the yaga, you're right. The yaga is straight up a pad
What
thing.
do yaga mean?
It's the yipping him back.
Okay.
Yeah. Goodness. You're right. The pad also is what says... No, it doesn't. Wait, what the fuck? Hold up. Hawkeye gets yaga'd back to the pad against his will, right?
Yeah, because it was a test run.
Captain America leaves, and they're like, he'll be back in 10 seconds.
Maybe Captain America
and he just goes,
flipped it off.
No, he just
Maybe
doesn't.
he took off his GPS,
but the
and they can't
GPS
find
doesn't
it.
come back. It's not like it yagas the GPS. He just doesn't return at all. Does he, like, how does he tell it?
Oh yeah,
no?
you mean it's not like the GPS on the pad? Maybe he like broke it or something. It's just
so that it just couldn't come back.
Like, I can't
This
find
is a
him
spoiler
anymore.
talk, Nani. Did you see the movie? You trying to get spoiled on Avengers Endgame right now?
Get out!
Yeah. Okay. So, speaking of Hawkeye, they act like Hawkeye killing all those niggas.
Killing it.
It's just okay.
I mean, it's not.
Yeah, they're all
He
like...
said it's not.
I know.
He's like, have you seen what I've been doing?
Rhodey's like, I'm not even sure if I want to find him.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of open arms are like, you just murder niggas. It's fine.
I mean, he did that before when he was like a SHIELD agent and shit.
Right.
He's been doing that since forever.
I feel like Black Widow's been doing that since forever.
Which is why she's the one to
Who's
go find
like,
it.
Yeah. It's convenient they sent 2
he
niggas,
even
by
says,
the way.
He's like, you didn't judge me for the worst things that I did and all that.
I think it's weird they sent exactly 2 people to get the Soul Stone. What if they were like, and you single nigga get the Soul Stone?
I mean,
And then you come to the cliff.
It's not like they had more people, right?
What?
They used all the people they had.
No, they didn't. They could have called Captain Marvel. Hey, look, we have a thing
She
that
was
was...
off into. She
You
said,
can just
she said
tell
on the
her,
hologram,
right?
she's like, you won't be able to talk to me for a while.
Well, no, she said you won't hear from me in a while. That's different from you can't leave a message like, bam, bam, bam.
I'm busy.
Just hit that bitch. We're about to fix everything. Whatever
She's
the
not
fuck you're
checking her
doing
raccoon emails.
is irrelevant.
She's not checking her emails.
Well, yeah, irrelevant.
Not checking it.
It doesn't make any sense. So,
It's fine.
I think in the future, they can't avoid using time travel.
I think they're gonna be like, it's dangerous, maybe we should just not. What if, like, bad guys get a hold of the time machine suits and try and do shit?
The Ant-Man could stop him. I mean, you can't tell me the next Ant-Man movie isn't gonna be Ant-Man in time. What's the next
there's
level?
Gonna be another Ant-Man movie.
He didn't get a send-off. They didn't end the movie and go, and Ant-Man's done.
They didn't do that for anyone.
What? Cap's done?
Well, okay, yeah.
Tony's done.
Besides them, and then Natasha.
I don't know what they're doing as Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, Natasha.
Yeah,
Black
true.
Widow, she's dead.
Black Widow's done. OG Gamora's done.
I mean, okay.
True. Am I lying? I don't.
You're not lying.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Well, I'm not really surprised because she went through a lot in a short amount of time. More. Because Nebula was on the ship with them. She's
Right.
like, I'm still here. I was surprised she wasn't like with her sister, but her sister's probably like, I need some time.
What the fuck is Rhodey doing? I was surprised that Rhodey wasn't on the Guardians team. It just seemed like he started doing space shit as of this movie. I thought that was just gonna be his thing.
Well, he raised his hand.
Your friend Tony's dead. You're not gonna be Iron Man's sidekick anymore.
Maybe he's just gonna be Iron Man. He's just gonna take.
Oh.
Nah, I mean,
no, they could. That's been a thing in the comics.
I don't know.
Yeah,
he's
Rhodey
just doing whatever he was doing before.
He could be Iron Man.
Maybe
now.
he's just putting his broken legs up, and he's just like, I'm just gonna chill for a while.
He could. Oh, Avengers Mansion is fucking screwed.
Well, it wasn't really a mansion. It was more like
Avengers
a facility.
HQ? Yeah. It's just gone.
They've never had the mansion in the movie. They had the tower and this place.
Oh, Spider-Man's suit. He lost some of his extra legs, and Tony's just not around anymore. Tony can't just be I'll just fix your
suit. They have Black Panther's sister.
Oh, Shuri?
She could probably.
Homeboy's not patching into Wakanda to get new Spider-Man. He didn't trade over to T'Challa. They have no connection.
What? They all Avengers, ain't they?
I mean, they kind of just umbrellaed it to everybody this movie.
Yeah, but Infinity War, he got knighted and all that.
Yeah, but in this one, Captain America goes, Avengers assembled. He didn't know half those niggas that were there.
They know him. He's Captain America.
I want to see the next Doctor Strange movie, whatever that is. I want to see the next Ant-Man movie. Because it has to do with time travel.
Why? But they already did the time travel heist. What could they do with Ant-Man and time travel that they haven't already just done?
More.
Like what?
He could travel back to other
to
events.
Do what?
Some time problem.
To do what? Time
fix it.
You're just gonna contrive a reason.
That's what they did for this.
But this had a reason. I mean, not just inventing a reason to justify using time travel again. Is what you're thinking that's gonna happen in Ant-Man 3?
So, you're telling me...
Should an Ant-Man 3 movie ever happen?
Yes.
Which I don't think will.
I think it will.
Why?
Do you think that Hank Pym, after hearing that his Pym particles can be used to travel through time...
In the last movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think once he learns that his shit can be used for time travel, that
he's
think not
he didn't
gonna
already
be
know that?
Nigga, why don't they do it? He wanted to save his wife, and they made quantum tunnels to do it. And you could be like, yo, nigga, you can just go back in time and just naga that bitch.
Maybe he knew, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he was he didn't know the thing that Tony Stark knew. He knew you could, but you would totally die. Or end up like she was.
Matt said, thanks for waiting. I can still see it again. I think he's talking about...
Is he judging you?
I think he's judging me for seeing Endgame without him.
Why?
But I could just see it. I'm willing to watch movies multiple times. I don't know what he's talking about.
You judging him, Matt?
I feel it.
Matt.
He said I won't be able to watch it before I leave.
That's your... what?
Well,
what do you want us to do about it?
When do you dip? When do you dip out?
You could try and do it tomorrow. What? Yeah.
He
Sounds
said,
like you're not scheduling it well.
and then Matt said, so heavy judging. Also, would you have been free today to do it? And then he said, but studying. But wouldn't you have said, but studying for today?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, would
you're
you
like
have been
making
free
excuses
today
for you not to be able to be
have done
here,
it?
and then you're judging Jet for what?
And also,
you not being here?
and then he said I would have been free like Saturday. Like
In
a
like a
few
week?
days ago? No, not in a week. I think he means a few. I didn't even see it Saturday. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. I saw it today. And we were talking about this last night on the stream. Like, yo, do you want to go see? You were on that stream. Why weren't you like on
I don't think he was. For very
Matt
long.
was definitely on
Maybe
the.
he was at like
he
the
was
beginning.
there for Jackbox and shit.
Yeah, but
That's
he wasn't
a
there.
good-
He wasn't there for the video game after.
Did we not talk about Endgame until Battlefront 2?
I mean, I
That'd
think we
be
might have
surprising.
mentioned it.
I think
we
mentioned
actually
it
like
before.
decided to.
And then Matt said, Jet,
Of
that's
today
your
over,
fault.
like, Tuesday.
Whose fault? If you wanted to see it,
If you wanted
Matt,
to see it,
Saturday.
you should have told Jet.
Yeah,
Let's see
Saturday.
it.
Yeah.
Where was that initiative of scheduling?
to like set it up. Last night on the vlog, Ryan was like, I want to see it. And I was talking to Ryan about like, do you want to see it Tuesday where the tickets will be on sale? And he was like, I want to see it tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Matt said, now I have to wait and see it with my family. Why?
Why didn't you just wait to see it with your family the whole time? Like,
But
I
we-
didn't.
but-
I did. My family has not seen this movie. They'll probably be judging me in the same way. But I'll be like, you guys didn't seem like you didn't
You
talk
had
about
interest in like
it. No
seeing
one
the
mentioned
movie.
it. And it's been out for days.
Matt said you were saying that you wanted to watch it Friday. We hung out with the niggas Friday. We didn't go see Endgame.
See Endgame Friday.
Like, I don't understand what you're saying, man. I made like an open announcement on the vlog. Like, yo, I'm interested in like seeing Endgame. And Ryan's like, let's do that shit. And then Matt said we could have.
Yeah,
Nigga,
you could
it-
have, but you didn't.
Yeah,
Why
like,
didn't you?
I don't understand
Where
that.
were you, Matt? Friday
That
or
argument
Saturday
doesn't make any sense.
or Sunday.
And then Matt said, but never said when. To me, that argument doesn't make any sense, Matt. Like, if you were like,
It takes
that's a
two
good idea,
to be a couple at a movie, Matt.
then you need to be like, then let's go see it then.
Either Jet
'Cause-
needs to invite Matt, or Matt needs to invite Jet.
Because Colin,
And Jet was willing to invite people, like
Yeah.
what happened today.
yeah, the Colin thing, like, is his like event. I can't at Colin's event where he invites people over and makes paninis go, fuck this event.
The Friday
Let's
thing?
let's all go to
Let's
a
leave
movie. Yeah.
After party.
Let's leave and
That'd
go
be
to a
hella
movie.
rude.
It would be hella rude. You could propose it to Colin.
Yeah, you could be like,
But
hey guys,
Do you
Monday.
want to?
let's
Yeah.
do the thing. Which you could have done.
And I might still go see it again with Colin. I imagine Colin wants to go see it.
He can even go see it with you, Matt.
And then Matt said you didn't want that war groove. You wanted that war groove. If you really wanted, it's a game I don't like, and then we played it because
Is that
other
on,
people
like, on
wanted
Friday?
to play it. Yeah, and it's like he was like, you didn't want to do war groove. Why don't we do the movie? You wanted to do. If you want to do the movie, you should have been like, let's do the movie.
You could have both like left without saying you're gonna go see the movie, and then gone see the movie.
You don't have to be a dick about it.
I
We could
mean,
have
you
just
can.
been like, we want to see the movie. Matt said, and yet you missed the opportunity to avoid it. You missed the opportunity to avoid it. We could have all avoided it.
Wait.
He likes war
So
groove.
Matt hasn't seen the movie,
He hasn't seen it.
and he's on this
Spoiler
stream
video where we are gonna
where
spoil
we've
the
been
movie.
spoiling the movie
Yes.
and talking about it, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you still here? Go away.
Matt, we
Or
gotta,
don't go away. Yeah, just
we're
you don't
gonna
want to. Do
keep
what you want.
doing the
Talking about the
spoiler
movie.
talk. You gotta dodge the spoiler talk, Matt. The spoilers are coming.
Unless he already hit those spoilers in that
So
earlier
Matt
live.
said, "You're ruining your shit. You can't. If anything, we will just ruin the movie. You got 5 seconds. 5, 4,
What are you gonna say after 4
3,
seconds?
2, One, Hulk wears clothes. Hulk, my nigga Hulk, he's got full outfits on.
He's got glasses on.
He got glasses that fit his big ass green head.
Do you think he needs glasses?
Was he at a Denny's? Where the fuck was he eating?
There was just a place.
He was just eating.
They're like, we need to talk to Bruce, and he's just cuts to a diner or someplace.
Right. He now is like Smart Hulk, which is like the best Hulk.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He's like, I was in a gamma thing for 18 months, weeks. I think it was months. Not months, weeks.
It was some shit like that where he's like,
months.
I've learned to accept.
Yeah, he was in like a gamma thing, and then he just like fusion danced them.
Essentially.
Yeah.
So like Banner Hulk is just a normal thing now.
Permanent.
Yeah.
He ain't de-Hulking.
Mm-hmm.
It's just him.
Which I think is cool.
Yeah. No, but like, so does he still need glasses? Like, is his eyesight bad?
Like, why does he wear glasses? Oh, his eyes are brown throughout the movie. I think that's part of his new Banner Hulk thing. Yeah.
My eyes still fucked. Damn. Be in a fight with the Hulk and then just like, ha! Got your glasses.
Got your... I can't read.
I can't read.
He's stolen my reading ability. So Matt thinks people won't watch a spoiler talk video. He's like, who is this for?
It's for us to talk about it.
Yeah, and for people
because Jet was...
When people want to know what my thoughts on the movie are, I'll be like, here.
Jet was also like, we can't talk about it in public.
Right.
I was not using hushed tones.
You were not. You were the one who left the movie theater and said, we have to use hushed tones. And then you were just very openly talking about the movie.
I have problems with hushed tones, Jet. Get
You
excited.
said it.
Get excited.
You're the one who wanted it.
I was the one suggesting. Didn't mean I was able to do it.
Best part of the movie, go. Favorite scene.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Okay. You want to make me decide?
What was my favorite part of the movie? The time travel introduces a lot of really interesting, like, moments that could have been, like, your best moment. It was cool when they did the, like, ensemble women fight. Yeah. That was cool. Like, each woman had their own moment where they, like, got to do something really cool. That was okay. I liked instant kill mode. I already mentioned this to Ryan.
I guess my favorite part would probably just be, like, when Doctor Strange is opening the portals.
And, like, all the niggas show up.
I think when Falcon is, like,
predictable.
on your left, and then
the portals open.
That was my favorite part. People just popping it. All the dead people.
I mean, I thought that was too predictable.
I mean, yeah, but I still liked it.
As soon as the odds became, like, too great for them to handle on their own, I was like, oh, well. Oh, I liked Captain America versus Thanos. That was really good.
With what do you think about Captain America and the hammer?
I knew the Thor's hammer thing was coming. Yeah.
That was the spoil I saw on the internet.
Oh, really?
It was just like Captain America picks up the hammer. And then later, when I was like getting to the movie theater, I'm like, but the hammer's broken. And then later, well, I guess maybe like when the movie was rolling, I'm like, so how is he? And then Thor like summons the hammer. I'm like, that's him. He's just gonna bring it back. And then he has two.
So Matt just posted some dots. He's talking about, oh wow, make sure all the women are pleased. And then he said, P.S. all heroes honestly deserve recognition, not actually misogynist. And he said, well, at this point, I'm your only chat.
Okay.
People can just watch stuff and post. Not a lot of people have seen Endgame yet.
They can just watch all of Jet's ads.
All these ads.
All these ads.
Let's see, we're already around 30 minutes in. It's like
40
6 ads. 6, nigga. It's not an ad a minute. It's probably like 6 ads.
I mean, I guess, because there'd probably be like 40 like in total. If it's like one of those like multi-hour like D&D streams.
I only do an ad every 5 minutes.
Those things are pretty long though.
Let's see.
Still like, a few hours. That's dozens of ads.
Favorite character in Endgame?
Why are you getting these superlative questions?
So I'm trying to get like the highlights. Like if I was coming to a spoiler talk, I'd want to know what was your favorite scene, what was your least favorite scene, what was who do you think really like stood out in the movie, who do you think could have done better, shit like that. Because I feel like My least favorite thing was all the stupid shit. Like,
so what's the stupid shit?
I didn't like the time travel pad. Captain Marvel's attitude, I wish they just showed more of the shit she did. I don't know. I totally understand that it's deserved,
you want a scene
but it just doesn't
of, like,
feel like
cut to her doing something in space, like what she's doing.
I know that
like,
feels too irrelevant, but it just feels weird whenever she has to explain herself. Because people will get on her dick because she seems really cocky, and then she'll be like, I'm actually better than you. Like, you just kind of have to shut up. And they do, but she hasn't proven herself to a lot of them.
You like when they're in that
just in the Avengers
family
headquarters
room
or whatever. Because all they'd seen her do was, like, she went up
well,
and she saved Tony.
Pick that ship out from, like, 1,000 light years from their 7-Eleven.
Right. But that's the only thing they've seen her do.
Anyone else doing that?
I know. Like, it's a really impressive feat. But they're like, we do this shit all the time. And they say that to her. They're like, we do this shit all the time. And she's like, I do this shit on, like, a whole other level. And I just feel like I would have wanted to have seen a Captain Marvel thing where she, like, was doing that shit.
Sounds like you should have seen her movie.
But I don't even think she does that in her movie. Because her movie is like a Earth thing.
Yeah, but isn't like the trailer she's flying through
where
space?
Where she's in space. I don't think it's going to be on level. Matt said 5 minutes is stupid. And he said, adios, Jet. May this video not actually do anything for you. Oh, it looks like they have more viewers. He said adios.
5 minutes? What is it?
He's talking about 5 minutes, like an ad every 5 minutes or whatever. Yeah. But let's see. So, I thought the Infinity Gauntlet that Tony made out of, like, the Iron Man armor was cool, but I already mentioned to you why I thought it was stupid.
So Jet thinks that it should have been made out of the, like, nanobody gooey metal kind of stuff.
That's, like, already on his suit.
So you don't need to, like... But how are you gonna... Wait, you gonna, like, carry that? Because the whole...
It can just slime off of you.
No, but I mean, like... After Hulk uses it, right?
Right.
It's all busted up.
Probably wouldn't be if it was all slimy shit. Like the nanobots. Probably could just repair itself. Because what he does in the movie is he makes like a whole new... Kel said, I feel they used Captain Marvel very well in the movie. I'm glad that she didn't like run the whole show, Kels. But at the same time, I feel like her personality didn't mesh well with the other people.
It's not supposed to.
It's weird.
Kind of the point.
I know it's the point, but it doesn't... It makes me also feel like how the heroes feel. She doesn't feel justified because I just haven't seen her do shit. I haven't seen her movie, but she talks a lot of game. She talks like she's been doing all kinds of shit. Yeah, but I don't know. They're still trying to sell me on this character, and I'm just like everybody else in the movie.
That was what the movie was for. Her movie.
I've heard that her movie doesn't do a good job of selling you on her.
You haven't seen it.
But this movie hasn't done a good job of it either. I don't know.
What? What do you need
just
to be
making me like her character.
You don't have to like her.
I like Nebula. I don't even think...
I know I like Nebula.
I know, but that's...
Nebula's great.
I'm saying I like her. But see how Nebula is kind of a piece of shit person? But I'm like, oh shit. You know what? She redeemed herself. Yeah. That was cool. Why is it I like Nebula more than Captain Marvel? She's just a good guy.
She's standoffish.
Yeah. Why? Yeah, I don't know. I don't fuck with that.
Okay.
It's just weird.
Okay.
Tony's a dick. And I still kind of like Tony. I don't understand. Kel said, because Thanos was like, okay, I get it. You're strong, independent woman who don't need no man, but you can go back to the kitchen. No, Thanos didn't really get a chance to really do that. He, like, kind of hit her. He didn't really phase her that hard. He definitely still threw more hands than caught.
Yeah.
Yeah. Captain America, I think, has probably done the best in a straight-up, like,
well, I mean, because it was
hand-to-hand.
two moments.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Now we're just actually back in public. We need to, like, get to my room where we won't just spoil everything. How's that weather?
It's actually been fine for the last few days.
Yeah, that's pretty nice outside.
It hasn't been rainy.
Yeah, no, not at all.
I hear up north I had some snow. I don't know. They always do.
That's how it is. Kels, how's the weather where you at? Anti-spoilers. Let's dodge these sprinklers real
I mean,
quick.
they're not really over here. Like they're over there.
Let's dodge all this water. I just bought a $40 book. It's in this
I know,
bag.
but the water's just that's just the running across the lower not the lower, the hill kind of thing.
Kel said, Jet, it seems like the solution to your Captain Marvel thing is to see her movie.
Yeah, just
so you
watch
can
her
more
movie.
accurately judge her character.
Watch her. She has a
Whole movie. It's just I do need to see it to form my own opinion. I still don't think I'll see that movie and feel just like she wasn't fucking there. It's just so she wasn't there for her to talk so much shit. Do. Also, why is it that Thor doesn't do nearly as much as you think he would be able to?
What, like
why
fighting
can't
Thanos?
he do that? Like
What, destroy the
through the
thing?
mothership by just flying through it? You think you could, right?
I mean, maybe.
Why not? I don't understand. He's
It's
fat,
true.
sure, but whatever.
It's true.
It's true.
He could have.
He could have.
Probably.
He's just not creative.
I mean, he didn't go for the head, so he's not creative. What is this? Like, plants? Tomato?
He has plants. I don't know why he has plants. Kel said it's really cloudy and a little rainy. Where I am, he says, which is weird because I'm in California.
California doesn't have weather.
There's a song that straight up just says it never rains in Sunset, California.
When was the last time you saw?
Back has been killing me since this movie. I think I laid down weird because I have the seats that let you lie all the way down. Ah. Oh, entertain the populace. I have to piss. I gotta get something.
Okay, well,
to
he's
drink.
gonna do that. I'll open this.
You're gonna do an unbox. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Once we got inside, it needed to connect to the Wi-Fi. Okay, so do you think it's just gonna be dumb and they're just never gonna bring Tony Stark back to life, even though they could just with time travel?
With time, he died. You wanna like undie him? Be hella rude
Be hella rude.
to his kid.
Do you think he just
They
wants to
had
not?
the whole like goodbye kid kind of thing. You just undo that? Gosh.
Yeah. You think he wants to just be dead? Kel said, I think the movie wanted to nerf Thor. Because he would have fought back against Thanos too well. And that it would be harder to allow other characters to get their moment if he was at his full power. He's just fat. He doesn't...
No, but I feel like there was kind of nerfing Thor.
True.
Like in Ragnarok, it seems well like when he has his lightning power, and he like never really does that again.
True.
I mean, he doesn't just like lightning.
Speaking of lightning, Captain America couldn't just wield Mjolnir. He was proficient. My boy he was calling down lightning bolts
Was he doing that?
directly on Thanos. Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Not
know.
even directly on the hand. There's a part where he just goes, Waka!
I
And I was
remember
like,
Captain
oh
America.
shit.
Was it Thor? It could have been Thor.
That was Captain America.
Okay.
Yo, Kels. Does Captain America not, while holding that hammer, go, "Kah!" and just fucking Thanos directly? I thought that shit was killer. Speaking of killer, that should have killed him. That should have killed that. What? It's lightning! It's what the fuck are you doing?
It's Thanos!
It's lightning! It's God lightning. Thanos. Cool story. Thor's strong even in Infinity War, where he holds open that thing and gets hit directly with a sun. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm saying
he's just fat now.
No, I'm not talking like in Infinity War, right? After Stones, right? Hits Thanos, misses his head. He can't really do anything about that, right? But once he has
He could have cut off his arm.
like once they start to
That
fight
had, like,
Thanos, right?
Mhm.
He's pretty nerfed. Like when the Iron Man, Cap, and him. It's not like he's not just like ending the fight.
They're all scrapped
Because it
up.
seems like, I mean, yeah, he's fat.
He should be stronger than
When he's
Thanos.
fat, the fat should
You
give him
think
more
the
power.
fat should give
He's
him
more
strength?
Odin, like. He's got his little hair in a twist.
Kel said the IRL reason they won't bring him back is Iron Man because he doesn't want to play Iron Man anymore.
Yeah,
True.
they-
And he said
The
Captain
same thing with
America
Cap.
does do that, boy, it's Thanos. I think Thanos can take a lightning strike. What? Nigga, do you know what lightning is?
You remember that time that Thor threw Stormbreaker and it didn't kill him? That was the god axe
Mm-hmm.
in his chest.
Okay. Tell me what's stronger.
Yeah.
A god gun or a god bullet? Which is the part that like really
Yeah.
fucks you? Yeah. Like I think the lightning probably alone could have killed Thanos. Thanos.
Phone's beeping. I'm not sure why.
So I think Thor. Is it low on battery?
No.
Hmm.
It just keeps hitting the ringer.
Do you think the case is like hitting it?
No.
Oh, I have no idea what's going on.
It doesn't have any service though.
Oh, Kels, ask us some questions about the movie so that we can spoiler talk it up and answer your specific questions about what you know about our opinions, what you want to know about our opinions. And he's gonna unbox some cards.
So dual power.
No, don't fully redirect it.
What?
I know.
just
Well,
wanted
I
to show
mean,
them
yeah,
that
you can.
This thing, I'm opening that because I got it at the bookstore. Jet got a book. It was some like comic guy thing.
Yeah, it's
So
new
this thing is
Marvel
cool. It has
encyclopedia.
like some promos in it.
Oh,
Keep talking about.
do you think the Soul Stone scene would have been more interesting if it wasn't Black Widow versus Hawkeye, and instead Cap and Iron Man have to get the Soul Stone, and one of them has to sacrifice themselves?
I mean, maybe, but like.
Because I think they have
That's
more
not where
of a
the character
rapport.
arcs would go.
What? I think that would have been a great to-ahead thing for them.
Then one of them would be dead.
That already happens. One of them already died. And it would have been a permanent thing, too. It would have been like, oh, fuck. And there's no
That
way
is
we
true.
can
That
bring
is
them
true.
back.
Both Vision and can they bring Vision back?
Well, Vision wasn't taken out by the stone.
Yeah.
He was just kind of killed.
Yeah.
So with time travel, you could bring him back. You can bring back Iron Man with time travel. That's my problem.
Okay.
Like, the Soul
Check,
Stone
check, check,
deaths
check.
are
I got
permanent.
you. If they were to use like time stone, right, or quantum tunneling,
Quantum tunneling is the only
Two.
true time travel for you
Time stone?
to just be good. Because you don't want to use the time stone. The time machine shit, it's like, do we have PEM particles? Then we can travel. The time stone is, do we have a liability? That's all that is. That's all that. Because
there's someone to like steal the time stone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, fine.
Plus, the Magic Society is like, we're the ones who are over it, and the Sorcerer Supreme is the. And you gotta go
just
through
let
Doctor Strange
Thor-
and
yeah.
shit.
Strange isn't gonna let you do
He's
that.
not. But you know who is? Anybody who doesn't know you have a time machine, you can just use it.
Okay.
Also, real quick, I don't
Okay.
want to cut Kels. Kels said, well, he's fat. He hasn't trained for likely. He
5
hasn't trained or
years.
likely even
He's
used his
been doing
powers
shit.
during those 5 years. And he didn't even want to think about Thicky Thanos. He said the Soul Stone thing reminded me of Berserk kind of hard. Well, hecka hard. I haven't seen Berserk. Then Nani said Ryan looks like he's going to go see Kels.
It's because I had my hat on for
Oh,
several
so you
hours.
have hat hair.
Yeah, it's just
It just looks nice.
that's what happens when I wear
Your
a hat
hat is
for
just
too long.
the auto
Hair is all
tone.
down. What was it?
Uh,
What, Thor being nerfed or no time travel?
we're talking about time travel because that's the
Quantum
important part.
tunneling.
It's great.
Right. Time travel. When do you grab Tony? Because he dies, right?
Right.
So when do you grab him to bring him to the future?
Check this shit out.
Right.
Grab Tony at any time you want, and then bring that nigga back right where you grabbed him at any time you want. Dun, 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 dun. Grab him when he's alive at any period. Bring him to the modern day for like, there's an emergency. We need Iron Man. Oh, why'd you bring me here? You died. Oh, cool. Do all this shit. Help us bring you back to your starting point. Cool. Bum, bum, bum. And you can bring anybody back that way. Literally anybody.
I guess.
That's what they did with the
Hulk
stones.
couldn't bring everyone back with the snap.
But the snap is to bring you back from the vanish. This is just taking you from a point in
Yeah.
time and then returning you where we took you from.
Could,
Right.
but like it's like Okay, so in Doctor Who, right, time travel show, he sees tons of people die, right, like in front of him, like his friends, family, they all die.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the reasons he doesn't just go back in time to save him is because he doesn't want to relive that shit. He's like, I don't want to watch them die again, which is just what will happen if he does that.
What?
I mean, it's not the only reason, but it is a reason.
I feel like, isn't it, not to get into the politics of Doctor Who.
Politics of that.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't think that really matters. Grab
There's
Tony
also like
Stark
time travel rules.
before he dies.
There's time travel rules
There aren't really any, for real.
in this movie.
What was
There
it?
aren't like any like
What
repercussions.
rule was? Yeah, just grab
There's
it.
not like some time cops. Just be
Yaga
like, hey,
that nigga.
stop.
Kel said, I think the Soulstone scene was really funny because they were like, no, I want to kill my son.
Yeah.
No, I thought that was cool
And
too.
they're like fighting over like running off a cliff.
Kel said,
Shrek.
I feel they shouldn't bring them back from an ethical standpoint. They brought back the Vanished. The whole
That was
movie's about
different.
bringing niggas
That
back.
was different.
It's the whole plot.
Different.
It's to bring back the people who
Different.
died.
Different.
They died.
How many people are they gonna bring back? Just Tony?
They brought back half
Vision?
the fucking universe. What?
No. With the quantum tunneling, like after all this, movie
Ryan,
ends.
They saved so many niggas they will never see, meet, or hear about.
Check.
And the main
I
niggas
got
who
you.
helped
I
save
got you.
everything,
I got you.
they
I
just
got you.
die.
Check.
Fuck the, you
like
know.
3 Avengers after this movie are dead. You got Black Widow, Iron Man, and Vision.
Gamora. We have different Gamora. Time displaced. You're like, it's the same, but then bring back Tony. Time
Well, you
displaced
can't bring
Tony
her back
then.
because she got soul stoned.
You can't bring back Soulstone.
Yeah. So you can't bring back Nat or other Gamora.
Right. But see how we have time displaced Gamora?
Are you saying just grab
Tony from before. Just grab Tony and grab fucking Black Widow from before and just put him here. We have time displaced Gamora. She's here. No one cares. She's just here now.
I'm not sure if grabbing people from the past.
What's the problem? Gamora's here.
Okay. When do you grab Gamora?
We already did. We already have her. She's here. She came from 2014, and there's not a scene where it's like, oh, look, we gotta send Gamora back. That bitch is just here now. Grab Tony. Grab Tony. Grab Black Widow. Put him here. Kels, are you following? Are you following? You see what I'm putting down here? I'm sweating.
Only them?
I'm sweating in my house.
Only them.
Who else do we need? Who else is dead? Vision? Get my nigga Vision back.
Only them? Those 3? Anyone else?
Who else died?
Like in any other movie?
Who?
Anyone else?
Who?
In the history of time, you've been time travel.
Thor's mom will say, no, leave me here. And then Thor could just yaga
What about
her.
Odin?
He didn't seem
Loki?
He didn't seem upset about his dad.
Well, his
Kinda-
dad's like, his dad is another character who's just like, I'm just disappearing to the Force.
True, he just kind of let himself die. He luked.
I mean, it's more like a Yoda or an Obi-Wan.
True.
They did that.
Kel said something. He said, sorry, I'm on Ryan Senpai's side. Why?
You should.
What's the reason?
Maybe you can. It's not gonna end well.
Why not?
I don't.
There's no consequence. I didn't.
I mean, there should be consequence.
But there isn't.
I know, right? Bullshit.
Kels, what's your reasoning?
Like, why you can't? Besides that they shouldn't.
Yeah,
Is there a
besides
reason why
some
they can't?
Ethics? What's the
They
problem?
literally can't.
Yeah, they just can do it. They should save Red Skull. Random idea, and just show him his future self. He'd be like, "What? What do you mean I don't have to be here? This is crazy. None of this matters." Oh, all my shit's already here. I'm looking for plugs in my backpack.
So the thing about Doctor Who,
already have
kind
my
of a show,
plugs.
they have multiple different, like, kind of paradox things that happen.
And you're like, this doesn't have any consequence.
No, it's not that it doesn't have any because a lot of them do have consequence.
I know, but
they
this
do
one
multiple types. Because most of the time when you have time travel,
Mhm.
it's like it works like these are the rules of time travel. In Doctor Who, there's different time travel rules, different times, like the writers or whatever. It's just different
Kelson,
sometimes.
They can. It doesn't mean they should. But why shouldn't they?
What you said before?
Because ethics just sounds dumb. Just doesn't make any sense. What's the ethics of bringing back the other half of the universe?
It's true. They're Avengers. Gotta avenge.
Avenge Tony. What? What? He died saving everyone.
Are they just gonna like keep doing that forever? Like, say you bring all of the people you want to bring back to life.
Hold on. Yeah. There's a difference between Tony's like old age and it's like actually fucking war. Thanos is shit. I saved everyone.
But you can
right now.
You can just keep going back in time, bring in a young Tony.
Not only that,
because you were like, if something's happening, and just keep doing that for the rest of time.
But you can
time traveler in like 1,000 years. They're like, we need Tony, bring him in, and there's never send him back.
You also can just de-age people, as also demonstrated in this movie. That was like a fuck up, that's true. But you can just choose to do it on purpose. It seems like
that wasn't very controlled, so they might just like get fucked.
But you could. Now that we know it's a thing,
maybe
just make it on purpose. Kella said you shouldn't avenge Tony because he wanted to die.
He didn't want to die.
Why? Do you think Tony wanted to die? Doctor Strange gave him that face, and he was like, I'm gonna take that riggedy wreck L.
He knew what was gonna happen.
But that wasn't him going like, yeah. He's not Clint and fucking.
Yeah, he's not doing that suicide run.
Yeah, he just knew he knew what he had to do. He had to stop. You know, like
stop all the ghosts from coming down.
So let's see. Ray King said, "Hi guys, this is a spoiler talk for Avengers Endgame. If you haven't seen Avengers Endgame, it's about to get spoiled. Stay at your own risk. Read that title." He said, "Why did Iron Man die? Do you want to know that? Like, do you want to know that? Also, stupidity. That's why, because they can just bring that nigga back. That's what we're talking about.
These are comic book characters. You just bring them back.
Mm-hmm. So, Doctor Strange, you really saw all those timelines. And you're like, this is the only one that works.
The only one.
There's no thing that we could have done better in any of these timelines. There's not a single one.
Okay, how did timelines work?
Anything better.
How did they work? With these new quantum tunneling time travel, right? How are there like other branching timelines
that like exist?
How did they not like contradict? Like how does
They're
the quantum tunneling not like make more or like change shit?
It seems like they do make more. That's what Magic Chick was saying almost. She was like, if you remove the stone from here, we just get fucked.
Yeah, we just get fucked.
And he's like, not if we just bring him back. And then she was like, damn, you're right. Yeah. But it clearly makes
what if you do that
things.
To people? The same thing with to save someone's life.
You put them back at the same time they left.
So you just gonna put it back?
That's what we fucking said. That's what I said. I was like, you grab Tony from any point, and as long as you put him back from where you... Yeah, thank you.
Wouldn't that, like, change shit?
In that world, yeah.
We don't give a shit about them.
Yes! Ray King said Doctor gave him that face, he would die. Kel said Iron Man because he got all the stones, snapped his fingers, and the power from the stones killed him. But they could have gone back to when Doctor Strange nodded at that nigga, right? And then said, yoink! Hey, he's back! And we'll just bring you back when it's time, and you'll just be better.
Okay.
You can actually...
I got you, right?
You can Yagatoni, right? Be like, yo, you're gonna die if you, like, take the stones and you snap your fingers.
But
But you could also take Hulk from that time. You could take Hulk. You gotta be the nigga. Break your other hand.
But if you do any of that shit, Doctor Strange will be like, it won't happen.
And I'd be like, fuck you. We have infinite retries. You did that. You didn't see Doctor Strange. You know how Doctor Strange wins?
I know.
Yeah.
Infinite.
Fuck you. You know exactly how this works, Strange. Why you use infinite retries in Infinity War, you cunt. I know. It doesn't make any sense.
Maybe he would survive, but other people, he has the time stone.
Dude, he can rewind. I'm so hot. I'm so fucking... Ooh. Let's see. Ray King said that was stupid, but whatever. Kel said, I don't think it was stupid. It was stupid as fuck, Kels. Ray King said, wait, why not use the time stone? Who gives a fuck about the stone? We can time travel
Okay.
without stones.
It's fine.
It's better.
It's fine that Doctor Strange did what he did in Infinity War.
No,
right?
it's not.
No.
He could have looped.
He could have.
And that would have been great.
But he wouldn't have won.
What do you mean?
Thanos would have just kept coming for him.
They could have just killed him.
Yeah.
Just kill him.
But it didn't seem like they could.
All they have to do, right?
Yeah.
Loop it. And every time you lose, the loop starts over until you kill Thanos.
Who wants to do that?
Doctor
Thanos
Strange was
like,
willing to do that.
I mean, if you're fighting him on the planet, he has like 3 other stones.
Just learn how to beat him. You can do it.
But
Holy fuck.
in this timeline, Thanos is now dust. To just get rid of him that way. And all of his armies just all gone.
You can also
If that was the goal, then what Doctor Strange did do that.
But there's other ways.
But there's other ways you would have lost.
That's
all those
that's
other
a
ways.
lie.
If you
just
quantum
not
tunnel
true.
some other way, you lose.
Okay, check this out.
Hulk would have busted out some other door, and it just gets worse.
Why didn't Ant-Man step on Thanos?
He did. Other people.
Why didn't he step on Thanos?
I don't know, maybe Thanos was over there. He was busy.
Jump! You're big as fuck! Be like, he's over here, and just be like,
Thanos probably would have just like stabbed him through the toe and just pushed him over.
ow, oh my toe. My whole foot is
Cut
on
your
this
leg off.
nigga. What? His
He
leg off?
just throws that blade at the angle, boom, you're dead. And then he falls over and squishes like half the people.
Cut his ankle.
Maybe he was busy fighting those giant
If he can
floaty
cut
things.
these tree trunk ass ankles, he should just kill everybody
He was
immediately.
cutting off like
Captain
Man's
Shield.
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
His
is
metal
adamantium
thing.
real now? What the fuck
What's
was
like
his blade
vibranium?
made out of?
Probably some space thing equivalent.
So adamantium. Because vibranium to vibranium can like hurt each other, but it wasn't like
Maybe
his
there's
blade was getting
vibranium in
fucked.
space.
Vibranium comes from space.
Yeah. So maybe he has that.
But I don't
But
think it was vibranium.
Why not?
Because it was too good. A lot.
Because it wasn't doing like.
It's not a trade.
'Cause it
it's
wasn't-
just the shield getting fucked.
Because it wasn't like Black Panther doing the like purple stuff.
It doesn't have to do the purple.
I mean,
shield. Captain America's shield is all vibranium,
Yeah.
and it doesn't do the purple. What are you talking about? It's the fact
why
that
doesn't it?
the so.
Why doesn't it?
Because T'Challa's suit is like dumb. So let's see. What were we doing? Let's see. Ray King said, "Well, Doctor Strange at the power, so that's my thing too." What? Then Ray King said, "Doctor Strange can use all these freaking powers." Then Kel said, "Yeah, Doctor Strange should have just looped to Infinity War." See?
Okay.
That's true.
Okay. But
Thank
Doctor
you.
Strange looked through all the timelines, and he didn't think that was the answer. So, guess that's it. Guess
Doctor
that's it.
Strange.
According to Doctor Strange,
Is
the
a-
one who would be looping,
He's a
it wouldn't have worked.
Homeboy looked at 4 million something.
But you think he need to look a few more millions?
Yeah!
He didn't have time for that.
nigga didn't
It takes time to
He
look
looked
through.
at like the ones where Spider-Man had to tie his shoe, and he looked up at the worst. It had to be. Because I can
millions,
just think.
billions of
I
ways.
can just think of ways that just would have worked better
Would've-
than whatever
would've not
you
worked.
did.
Would have not worked.
Ray King said, "Fuck the timelines." He said, "Of course you feel the best character is Ant-Man."
Hammy?
Not. I mean, Actually,
Why didn't Ant-Man go whoop his
MVP.
ass?
Hold on. MVP Ant-Man.
In the
Without
movie?
Ant-Man, none of this movie would have
It's
happened.
not Ant-Man's fault.
No.
No, like it was accident that the rat brought him out.
You're like the rat MVP. Without the rat, we would have never had this. You're right though.
That's it. Doctor Strange found the one time like that.
The rat
That goes in, and he's like, it's the only way.
Gosh, they put a lot of faith in that rat. Master Splinter.
It's not
had
faith.
ass.
It's just that's the
I
one
know.
where it happened.
Yeah, but for real though, Ant-Man without him, they would have not found out the solution, and they wouldn't have done the time travel shit, which is interesting. Now you could claim Doctor Strange MVP, but he actually should have just finished this in Infinity War, so he's a little foggy. So Ant-Man definitely best character. I've been saying Ant-Man's the best nigga in the MCU for who knows how long. He's great.
You've been saying that?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you say that.
Whoa.
Ant-Man?
Ant-Man, if it was like just Ant-Man beat Thanos, who do you think would win that fight? Ant-Man. He can just shrink Thanos.
Yeah, he can.
What would Thanos do when he's like a little nigga? Die?
Infinity Stone? Like when? Is it
Okay.
full power
You're saying
Thanos?
Infinity Stone?
He just turns back and now he's big again.
So, think about this. I have to use my hand
He just
in the
shrinks
glove,
his hand.
but if I'm
Shrinks
smaller
the
than the glove, how can I use
that's
the
That's
thing?
what they do. Ant-Man should have Doctor Strange, right? Get Ant-Man here. Ant-Man shrink the glove. When they pull it off his hand, right? In Infinity War, remember when they're doing that?
Mhm.
They almost, and then he like grabbed it and like put it back on. Shrink it. Now you can't put it back on.
Or shrink Thanos. Shrinking Thanos.
Well, I mean,
because
could.
he can't be like crawl in the glove.
you're like a little.
Yeah, so you just get fucked. Shrink Thanos. Game.
Maybe.
What? What's
If
the
he
maybe?
didn't have like Infinity Stone to just counter, like Reality
think-
Stone, I'm just not gonna shrink.
But you don't know what's happening. If you don't know who Ant-Man is, you don't see where this nigga's at, and he has a disc. He can hit you with a little disc. Beep. The game.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he's good. Ant-Man's just fucking great. Let's see. Ray King said, why not kill off the Hulk? Real quick. Real talk. Hulk is actually like the Mark Ruffalo, worst actor in the fucking Avengers movies. I don't like Hulk's portrayal in this shit. If they killed off the Hulk,
You know
I
like,
actually would have been fine with it.
I'm not gonna disagree, but
He's trash.
I don't know.
He's hot garbage. Get this nigga out of here. Praise.
Who would be better?
To kill?
No,
Hulk.
just like to
Oh,
be an actor, like
Hulk play character? Who plays anything similar to Hulk?
Ed Norton in his Hulk movie. I haven't seen.
It's weird. I don't know.
Whoever
I
did
need
it in
to-
that Ang Lee one.
I like Ed Norton more.
I don't know. I haven't like seen that. I've
I've
seen
seen
parts
it.
of that movie. I don't know.
Ray King said, hold on, why not cut off his hands that he's using the glove on? That's what they do second time. And like in the beginning of this movie, they're really quick to cut off that hand, my boy.
It's because
It
Thor
just
knew.
makes sense. Thor was a fucking idiot in Infinity Wars. It's like, you should have gone for the head. It's like, no, cut that nigga's arm off. Like what Ray King's saying makes sense. You know who else should have cut off that nigga's arm? Doctor Strange!
Or any of those other guys.
Well, Doctor Strange, earlier in Infinity War, Wang or whatever cuts a nigga's arm
I know.
off with a portal.
So
Dr.
Wayne
Strange
could have
can-
done that.
Doctor Strange could have done that. Wayne wasn't on the planet.
Any of those other guys who weren't there in Infinity War could have done
Yeah, all those magic
Where were
niggas
they?
who showed up in this movie should have shown up in
Oh,
fucking Infinity Wars. Doctor Strange should have summoned all these wizards and had them fight Thanos at the
Army of
same
wizards.
time. Yeah! If Doctor Strange just has an army of wizards, he should use them. Black Panther. There have been only so many movies Black Panther has been in. Only one of them he didn't use the whole fucking army. And in that one, he wasn't king yet. What the
I
fuck?
haven't seen all of that movie.
So,
I saw like the first bit of Black Panther.
in Civil War, he doesn't call all the niggas. But at the time, he hasn't officially become king.
Yeah.
Every movie since then, he has had his whole army help handle shit. Black Panther,
Yeah.
Infinity War, yeah, and now.
Why wouldn't he just call all those guys?
So Doctor Strange in Infinity War, he
Do
didn't
the
look
same
at
thing.
he didn't look
Do
at the
it.
timeline where he called all the
It
all
wouldn't
the
have
magic
worked.
niggas.
Doctor Strange says it wouldn't have worked.
It wouldn't have
It
worked.
wouldn't have worked.
It doesn't matter
They,
if the
they
greatest
wrote
magical
they wrote
minds.
themselves a way that all the fan theory alternate writing solutions just wouldn't work
Word.
because we say so.
We could just go back in time to
No,
the
no, no, no,
fight
no, no, no,
and
no,
have
no. Won't work.
more niggas.
Won't work.
We could just have more
Won't
niggas
work.
there.
Won't work.
It would have worked if Peter wasn't a dick. They could have knocked out Peter before that fight, and they just would have won. I don't understand.
Quill. Yeah. Thought you talking about Parker. I'm like, what?
Kel said Ant-Man solo Thanos facts. Ray King said, okay, I get that, but it took too much energy and power. What? What took too much energy and power? Ray King throws me because he doesn't
Ant-Man?
get complete sentences.
Solo? Like 4? Oh no, that's Kel.
That's Kel's who said the Ant-Man thing. I don't know, Ray King's a confusing person.
Hold on, when is...
Yeah,
I don't know what he's talking about.
You guys have questions about the
I'm
movie?
opening these packs. I'm getting a few good cards.
Yeah, I saw
got
you
some.
had Link Karibo in there.
Yeah, I wanted to get a Link Karibo before.
Ray King said, look in the
Because this thing has a bunch of good rubies. I also got Ash Blossoms.
Kel said, oh, congrats. Kel
Like
said,
2 of them.
I mean, there are infinite timelines, and Doctor Strange only looked at a couple trillion or whatever.
I thought it was just like several
It's
million.
not a trillion.
Yeah, it's just like 5 million.
Ray King said, but fuck the timelines. We have time machines now. Time machine. We can do whatever we want.
Maybe they'll just like nerf all pin particles. I don't know.
Ant-Man's MVP. He initiated the time heist.
Yeah. You want a heist movie, Jet? You got a
That's
heist movie.
every Ant-Man movie is a
I know.
heist movie.
And this is an Ant-Man movie.
Yes, it is.
This is an Ant-Man movie.
Thank you.
This is
Papa
the
bless.
Ant-Man 3, Jet.
Ant-Man.
So what, Ant-Man 4?
More time travel. Ant-Man 4. 4 times the time travel.
I had a Dark Cavalry. Called that crap.
Let's see. Ray King said, wait, get Time Stone plus Mind Stone cannot be killed. You could just not be killed with the Time Stone on its own.
And
What
you could
does
probably
the
not be
Mind
killed
Stone
with like
even
any of the
do?
other stones.
2 of the stones, we haven't actually seen them like be
Soul
used.
Stone?
And Mind Stone. Like, we have no idea
All
what the
it
fuck.
did, right,
Mhm.
was Loki used it to boop. Now you mind control. Kind of.
Right.
Whatever. And then it becomes Vision.
What did the Soul
is-
Stone do in its movies?
It didn't. It was only in Infinity War. That's the first time they had the Soul Stone.
What?
Yeah, no one else has pushed someone off a cliff to get it.
What?
At least in the movie. So it's just that because that's like the second to last stone Thanos gets.
Oh shit.
And
So we really don't know what it does.
yeah, we actually don't know.
Ray King said if you
I mean,
play the game,
it has a. You have to
it
pay a
gives you
soul.
heal.
Pay a soul to get it. What does it do?
Stone
We don't know.
doesn't heal you in the game. Soul Stone
Okay.
heals you in the game. Oh, he
Does
might
Soul
be.
Stone just
He's
make
talking
you
about Soul Stone
unkillable?
in the game.
Is that what it does? Like we don't know. We don't actually know.
We really don't.
Are
know
we
what
just
the
gonna have
Soul
to like
Stone does.
have a Q&A with the Russo brothers? What does Soul
Did
Stone
they
actually?
even need it to undo what Thanos did?
What?
Like when they're like, we gotta get all the stones together to undo Thanos' snap. Why did they get the Soul Stone?
Because they needed the. Because you
What
needed.
does it do?
You needed all of them to snap it.
Why?
And you needed all of them to unsnap.
I never agreed that you needed all of them to snap it. What are all of them
Maybe
doing?
it's like a matrix of power. You need all of them just to be able to, even though they're infinite.
sense because they all clearly work separately.
Yeah, but to do a thing on that scale, universal shit.
Luffy said, "Hey, why would you spoil it for me? This is the spoiler talk, Luffy. You better watch out."
I
Ray
got
King said
Divine
no.
Serpent get.
He said, "We'll get off the stream." Then Kel said, "Hello, Luffy." Then Ray King said,
Is he
"If you
mentioned?
did not watch." Then Luffy said,
It's
"Unsnap
totally a
it."
god card.
Is that legal?
Yeah, it's
What is
I don't know what the anime effect is.
What does it
necessarily.
do?
It's like a complicated thing. It's the boss card that Darts has in season
Wait.
4.
Let's not get too distracted. I want to focus
Okay,
on
yeah.
Endgame. Because this is the Endgame
Yeah,
spoiler
boy.
time. Luffy, ask us those questions. What do you want to know about Endgame? We'll spoil whatever the fuck you want. Who dies? We got
We
you.
can tell you. We can tell you.
Iron Man, for no
Just
reason.
let him ask.
Black Widow, no reason.
From a certain point of view.
Vision's still dead. Head
No
ass.
reason.
For real though. Luffy said, it's not Luffy, Kel said, dude, God cards are the most powerful cards ever, JK lol. What's more shit? Come on, you tell me some stuff you didn't like about the movie. What was Spider-Man swinging on in that final battle? On that field where all the buildings were destroyed?
Well,
He
he swung
swings.
on the hammer, and then he like swung onto the flying Pegasus.
But what is he swinging off of just when
There's
he's
a bunch
swinging?
of like wreck. He doesn't have to. He can just use the spider things to just like jump.
But he was swinging. I saw that nigga.
Oh,
swing.
you mean like through the portal? There's a bunch of like destroyed buildings and shit.
A bunch of destroyed. I saw them get carpet bombed. By the way, don't you love it when a building gets blown to high hell, but no one's hurt by the explosion? There are just things that happen in the aftermath of the explosion that are minor
Ant-Man should just die.
inconveniences. Yeah, it was a direct. And
It wasn't a direct. It was, but he was like real close to
It
the
was-
first one.
It was right there. He should have been dead. And all they did
He
was
ain't got
he was just
super
small.
power.
They're like, he's small.
I mean, he can.
But that doesn't mean you don't get hit.
Okay, so
And he got small after. It's not even
It's
like,
true.
yeah.
It's true. But right, so the thing that kills a lot of people in explosions would be like shrapnel. So if he can just get real small,
Wasn't
he could
in
probably
front of
dodge.
glass?
Yeah, I know, but he could probably die.
And he was knocked unconscious.
He wasn't though, cause he got shrugged.
Let's see. Ray King said, "Where's the nigga in the last movie?" Who?
Who? Doctor Strange.
Kel said the movie is a 10 out of 10 for me because it was a 10 out of 10 experience when I watched it. Ray King said, but in this movie he gets them, and he said no. Ray King, who the fuck are you talking about? Why don't you talk in
There's like
complete
80
sentences?
billion people in this movie.
And half of
all
them
of
got
the
snapped.
all of the people are in this movie. Like every single person you can think of in this movie. Who are you referring to? Stop playing the pronoun game.
I love the elevator scene with Captain America. When that nigga just says Hail Hydra
yeah,
and
yeah.
you give him
He's
the
like, I know
case.
exactly what's going on.
That was cool as fuck.
Yeah, and he's
They must have
smiling.
been confused later in that timeline.
Cause then he's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking. They come up to him and be like,
Yeah,
what's some Hydra shit? And
some
he's
Hydra
like,
shit.
what?
What's going
What?
on? Kel said, Jet, why are you
Okay.
drinking from a bag? It's Tampico. In our fridge, what we do is I keep my drinks like still in like the shopping bag,
Why?
so that Jared doesn't see it and go, "Oh, is that my milk?"
so
and then
it's
like
just-
have my milk.
Jet shit's in a bag.
Yeah, my shit's in a bag.
Okay.
His shit's just because we share a refrigerator.
I don't know.
I probably don't have to bag Tampico though. Jared doesn't buy Tampico. I'm just used to doing that out of habit.
I'm not in a mood to criticize the movie.
To criticize?
Because some movies I don't like, so I'm fine with just shitting on them. Like
Mhm.
all the DC ones except for like Shazam. I
I'm
can
in-
just shit on them.
I'm in a mood to shit on it. So Ned didn't get any older in 5 years. I guess Peter Parker just skips to college. That's cool. Yeah, whatever. I guess everybody who was snapped.
Assuming Ned didn't get snapped. He could have just been snapped, and that's the first time they, gone back to school post snap.
And they're both
Back.
just back at
Mm-hmm.
normal grade. Luckily enough, Peter, everybody in your class got snapped. Whatever.
Well, there was only like 4-5 people in his class that actually had names.
You got Flash Thompson, You got Mary Jane. You got Ned.
The girl from the dance.
She moved.
She moved?
Liz.
She moved?
Yeah, because Vulture went to prison.
And then she just left?
Yeah, because her dad was the Vulture.
Okay. I missed that part. It's been a while since I watched that movie.
Ray King said Infinity Wars.
So there's only like 4 people.
Nigga, Ray King, that's not a person.
Infinity Wars.
Infinity
Just
Wars.
What?
Kel said, I just want to say this out of context real quick. My dad ordered me a rat costume off Amazon.
Why?
What occasion?
MVP.
Ray King said now.
MVP Endgame. That nameless rat.
Then Kel said, Ray King, the stream's about Endgame. Well, yes. Yes, it is.
I mean, they're the same movie. It's the same movie. It's just Infinity War 2.
How would you have
Electric
felt
Boogaloo.
if instead of 2 movies, you like sat down at Infinity War and it went all
Like
the way
5
through
hours?
these? Yo, do you think you could have done it?
I don't know. I mean, because there's people who like marathon like all the Lord of the Rings, and that's like 10 hours.
You know what would have pissed me off?
What?
If it was all one movie, but Captain Marvel was sandwiched between the 2. So then you watch through all her shit, so that you can just understand the little
And then
part of
Jet
it that
comes
she's
out
in.
of it, right? And he's like, Captain Marvel's fine because I got that character. I got that
character
movie.
development.
Yeah.
I just feel like from what I've heard,
Fine.
I'm not gonna like it. I do want to see it, but I don't think it's gonna justify it. I don't think she's gonna do enough in it.
Okay.
How did you feel about how they like redid certain scenes from different perspectives for the time travel?
And they didn't. A couple of them, they had just like the footage.
But
And then they cut to.
they'll do stuff where it's like slightly to the side or
Like
from
when
around.
Hulk's just doing it.
or like
Loki.
behind Peter Quill while he's kicking the rats. You know, and the niggas
that was
are back.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
Because they have like all the actors. They can just
Do it
redo it again.
Yeah, I thought that was really good. Let's see. Ray King said, I know, think about Wars. No, watch it. It is good. But it is a little trash. I'm pretty sure everyone here has seen Infinity War, Ray King. Don't know where you're coming
Maybe
from.
Star Wars? I don't know. Well, what are you talking about?
Kel said, it's all about the war. On the inside. Plays every Linkin Park song.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on in this
What's
one.
happening?
Uh,
They're losing the chat.
Where are the questions?
They don't
Why
have-
is it that Iron Man can just adapt any of his shit to just have Infinity Stones in it? Remember when it was such a big deal to have
Like the
Infinity
Gauntlet?
Stones in anything? Yeah, that you had to go to a special nigga who built Mjolnir to make you a glove that can handle the power
I mean, they
of
did the same
stones.
thing. That's the whole point of the special glove.
But
is we
notice
worked on
how
the
special
Iron Man
glove
equivalent.
is actually just a normal Iron, because Iron Man can do that on his normal suit, and it has no
It
repercussion.
Killed him.
It would have done that if he had the glove too.
Maybe.
True, no, not
Probably.
maybe. We knew
But
it.
it totally.
Hulk was
killed
like,
him.
it will kill any of you
Yeah,
except
yeah,
me.
yeah.
I'm Gamma Man. I just get
But then you
Midoriya
can't
afterwards. It's
like
fine.
no repercussions. He died.
Yes, you can. Time travel. It doesn't matter. We just have Gamora now. We just have. It doesn't matter.
We
no
have
one cares.
a Gamora
Right.
who's somewhere else. Peter had like a searching screen because she's just gone. Because she's
Shit.
like,
That's because Peter's stupid. Peter doesn't understand that other Gamora's just not there. She's
Yeah.
not gonna find shit. As Guardians of the Galaxy isn't gonna be like, there's a third Gamora.
wait. So what are they gonna do in Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
As Guardians
Which
of
is
the Galaxy.
happening.
As Guardians of the Galaxy.
What do you mean?
That's an actual comic. Like when
As-
your boy Thor gets in the ship and he goes, the Asgardians of the Galaxy are back together. That's straight up just saying a title of a
So
thing.
no, I
that's
meant like,
real.
are they gonna have alternate Gamora show? Like, is she just not gonna be in that movie?
Peter could still be trying to hit her up,
Yeah.
and she could be like, I literally don't know who you are.
She could just be trying to like kill them. Well, maybe not.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she could just be pretty standoffish that whole movie if she's even in it.
If she's
She
even
doesn't
in
have to be in it. Because they can have the as
Ray King
Guardians
said
of
the Captain
the-
Marvel movie. Oh, he says it's good but a little trash.
Isn't that like half of the Marvel movies?
Kel said Iron Man built the suit before. before they went out on the electric boogaloo. I think it's dumb that he can just put the stones.
He might have
on
been
it.
working on it.
Now the glove, right? He didn't make that before. But the suit that he's using,
the glove. He might have been he might have had that in the back of his mind as soon as he was like working on the time travel thing.
What the Infinity Stones were?
Because they didn't have the scene where they're studying
before. No, he didn't know what the Infinity Stones were until the beginning of Infinity War.
No.
So making
not
the
that far.
glove.
No. I mean, okay. So like they're doing the time heist, right? Planning it.
Yeah,
he could be working on it. Yeah, then.
That's fine. I'm saying he didn't make it before all this. He wasn't designing an Infinity Gauntlet. But it seems like his suit proper can just do that.
Or
which we saw him
can't, do. And it gets fucked, and he dies.
But the normal thing got fucked. Like the special thing he made that like Hulk used to snap also got fucked, and the gauntlet got fucked. That just seems to be what happens when you snap.
Maybe,
but not on Google. They made theirs where it doesn't get fucked.
What about this? So he designs the special glove to hold the Infinity Stones, right? Right, and then he just has his suit copy the design.
What if that glove to hold the stones was unnecessary? It's just the same shit.
Maybe.
What did
maybe it
was?
What
you put in it? What'd you put on the glove to make it hold them?
It's not any special than the suit that he does. This guy,
right.
Okay.
So that's why it's done.
But he made a thing so someone else can do it.
You know what?
That he won't die.
You could have just made a thing, right? Like how you have your little patch, Iron Man. It's a glove patch.
Why doesn't he just give everyone one of those?
Why don't they all have Iron Mans? I've been waiting for that for like hella movies. It's never gonna happen. They should all have Iron Man suits by now. They now all have Ant-Man suits.
Wear no Iron Man
but they wore an Ant-Man. They all have Ant-Man suits now for time travel. And it doesn't make any fucking... Why is that the one where everyone gets one? I like Ant-Man, though.
You gonna breathe in the quantum realm, Jay? You need a suit.
You need that...
Thor, maybe, but everyone else needs a suit.
Oh, Ray King said, I hate Black Panther is in the movie.
Why?
Why? Yeah, I'm curious. Kel said Iron made the recording thing the day before the electric boogaloo, and he knew he was gonna die. Maybe because he made the suit to hold the stone.
No.
Wait. Hold on. It's not too far-fetched, the concept that Tony knew he was gonna die, because they have time travel. Tony legitimately could have been like, oh shit. Oh, I'll take that L. Hold on.
You think the snap thing, he's like fine with it? Dr. Strange gives him the look, he's like, I got you, because we can just bring me back, right?
That actually
that's why he doesn't kill when he's dying. He's just like, Pepper's like, look at me, we're fine, because we can bring you back!
And then he just, imagine, you're just like, anytime now, and then like...
But he wouldn't, because he's dead. No one's gonna be any time now. He's not like Ant-Man in the corner. He's just dead. And some previous time Tony wouldn't know about.
Hell's a thing.
Is it?
Like, cause we have like all the Asgardian realms are a thing.
Yeah, Hela has a thing.
Is the afterlife not a thing?
What?
How do you have all that shit?
In Earth's Mightiest Heroes, I think. How it works is Hela is like in charge of hell.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where dead Asgardians go. Or something like that.
But not Midgard?
I think it's just Asgardians.
Weird. Kel said, I already read that.
Because they're not Norse mythology. They have to believe in the Norse gods to get into Norse afterlife, Jet.
Ray King said, hold on. Let them all use Black Panther stuff. This will all die.
I mean, there's only so much vibranium.
Did you dislike the fact that Black Panther summoned his army of niggas?
Because he does that all the time.
Only one with an army of niggas.
Well, I mean, Doctor Strange has...
True.
Doctor Strange...
They revealed it this movie that he has access to that.
No, wait,
Never before has he done that.
Doctor Strange is his own army, because he can just split himself into like 50 different...
Oh, I can just make...
I am an army!
So, Doctor Strange has an army, we now know.
Well,
Black
I mean,
Panther
he's got
has
a
an
squad.
army.
He's got a squad.
Iron Man used to have Iron Legion as of Avengers 2, and he's never used that shit again.
Yeah. Look what happened last time he
That's
did.
because Ultron's not here anymore. Just reinstate
Oh,
Iron
yeah,
Legion
yeah,
without
yeah.
Ultron.
Someone else isn't just gonna hack it. Just gonna
That's
MODOK
really
fly in
different.
and not just hack it all again.
Let's
Go
see.
through all that trouble.
Kel said Tony's
Maybe-
in heaven, and he's
Maybe
like, they're
there's
gonna
like
figure out they can just go
Sokovia
back.
Accords, and they're like, you can't do all that.
In the Accords, Iron Legions are banned.
I don't know.
Gosh, banned.
Man.
Let's see. JV Doan said in Iron Man 3 he used Iron Legion. It was a very similar
I mean,
thing. I feel like there's a difference.
That's not really because the Legion is like a mass.
The Legion, yeah, it's mass-produced things.
Repair.
The
That's
other
just
one
like
was just
all
a bunch
of
of
his suits
suits.
on autopilot.
Yeah, remote control.
Like Jarvis or
autopilot.
whatever.
Yeah. I think there is a distinct difference. With Iron Legion, you could be like,
Not Legion.
just keep making more. With the suits, you could technically do that, but I feel like it would be much
They're-
more
they're all, like,
complicated
different.
process. Yeah.
Design. I don't know how much like customization, like a mold. Well, not really a mold, but like like with all the arms.
Can you
built.
mass produce a whole bunch of
like
different
Hulkbuster
ones?
armor?
Right.
Maybe.
Because I don't know. We've never seen him do that. Because he already had them all
Well, 'cause-
pre-made.
Well, because every time before that, every time he's making a new suit, it's a different one, unique. Mark whatever number, and then he moves on to the next one.
He's never like.
He's never
now
like,
make
I need
2,000
50 of these
yeah,
Mark
50s.
42s or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why he doesn't give everyone a liquid.
But he could. He's
Maybe.
dead now.
What's it made out of? Proprietary technology.
I mean, Black Panther. My brother brought this up to me.
Yeah.
Black Panther did the whole like nanobot suit thing first.
With the suit?
Yeah, like he does that in
Okay.
his movie, and then Iron Man gets it. I'm curious how far ahead Black Panther shit is
Wakanda
supposed to be.
Technology?
Yeah, because he
Iron
barely
Man's like,
legs him
I've
up.
been building this shit for like a few years, and then Wakanda just flies in on their invisible jet, and they're like, hey, fly away.
I mean, technically, you could argue that like Wakanda is like we've been doing this for like hundreds of years
at
with
least
like
spent,
the
like,
tradition of the
testing
suit
the metal.
being
Like, you've had vibranium to fuck around with. Fine-tuned this suit design.
JV Domes, aka Dozer. I don't know why I don't just say Dozer. Dozer said sure, he could produce a bunch. He could realistically just set up an Iron Man suit factory. For real.
Yeah.
But
But maybe he can.
he
Maybe it's
should
banned under the Accords.
he should have given everybody a suit though. I do think it's dumb. What happened to Captain America's Wakanda shield? Because he doesn't use it in this at all.
So Pepper's suit.
It's the rescue suit. There's a name for it in the comics.
Is there a name for it?
Yeah.
And it's not just one of those things he has. Like,
It's-
he could at least give Pepper one.
Well, remember, that's earlier on in the movie is foreshadowed, like, I'm making this for your mother.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, like in Infinity War.
And
like,
it is weird that
he could just
made
have,
her a suit
and it's not
and
the
not
nano one.
the niggas. Oh! And
Yeah, that's
and
what I'm
it's not
saying.
the
It's like,
nano one.
why doesn't Pepper just have one?
The
too?
nano one just seems easier to make for people.
Well, maybe. Maybe you gotta individually build the little nanobots. It'll take some time. But I mean, you could at least try. Get at least a few. Here, you get only the important
You
people get
remember
one.
the scene
Thor gets
from Iron Man 1 where he's
No.
like, he made it with a box of scraps in a cave.
Yeah.
He came up with time machine in a day. he like I don't even tell you
Yeah.
I can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, you can.
They should have just went back and gotten him. Dozer said my friend didn't like the movie because he thinks time travel's stupid. My brother didn't like the movie, but he didn't give me a reason.
Maybe it's because time travel.
Why, Dozer? Why don't they go back, grab Tony from before he died, and just have him like what they did with Gamora? Because Gamora's just here now from 2014. We just have her,
But that
and
wasn't
it made
them.
no change.
That was bad guys breaking the ethics of
they,
time travel.
But they didn't return her. They didn't try to fix that.
Return her to where?
2014.
But Thanos and all those niggas are dead.
Yeah.
Return her to... What, she's just gonna be alone?
If that's what's
Even
right.
past...
You're acting like that's
past
the ethical
Nebula
thing.
is also dead. Why would you return her?
Matt said, "Are we done?" And he said, "Guess not."
Done with what?
Nigga, you came to an active stream.
Still
What do
going.
you think is gonna happen? Then Ray King said, no, Matt. Let's see.
Oh, you want to see the board? I need to open that up.
Yeah, feel free.
So some of these, when was the first one to make these like cardboard
He has a
boards?
Yu-Gi-Oh thing. Dozer said Gamora could go back in time to her own time. Tony
Everyone's
needs to be
dead,
in his past.
and she doesn't have any friends there. Her own time.
Dozer said Tony needs to be in his past to continue helping his time's Avengers until he dies. So my thing, Dozer, why don't they grab him and just bring him back at the time of which they grabbed him? Tony could continue living his life, right? And then they bring him back just at the point where he was supposed to die.
They wrote him off the show.
That's what essentially happened. But they don't have to, because of how they can just grab him. They can legitimately just be like, okay, we took you from this time.
Yeah.
Live
they
your
wrote
life.
him off the show.
Here you are, now you're back.
He's been wrote off the show. He's on a bus. He's not even on a bus. He's just dead. And they're not going to go to find the underworld bus.
Making Captain America old doesn't matter. Because of the whole we can change people's ages at will.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If he doesn't want to,
yeah,
he's like, I'm content.
True. He
to
could just be.
Not
but
do
they
that.
can just undo it. They could just be like, he's younger
Fuck you,
now.
Captain America.
Yeah, fuck you. Oh, you're young again. Isn't that great? He can have his cake and eat it too. He's like, I lived the simple life. I had a full. My wife's dead. I'm just in the modern day. I'm just gonna be old and die.
Why don't they just time travel? Bring his wife here.
The Falcon.
And then de-age them both.
And they can just live in the modern day.
You could just keep doing that for forever for all the characters. Sure. No one has to ever die.
They really don't.
With this type of time travel, maybe. Unless there's some other kind of time cops that show up in the next movie. They're like, you really fucked up the timeline, taking all your time travel.
It's weird that there is no time police.
In Doctor Who, there's the Time Lords, who essentially act like that.
In the DC TV universe, they have their thing that Legends is a part of.
Maybe
that's like their
guy,
time cops.
And they'll come in, or maybe half of them died, and they're like, we'll just let you do that.
Matt
just
said,
this once.
We could just be doing Jackbox instead. Make some Avengers memes. Then Ray King said yes. Matt said Yu-Gi-Oh! Divided by double equal signed Avengers. What kind of math is that? Ray King said Neo. Then Dozer said they would fuck up a timeline though.
Yeah.
He said that's not fair to that
They're already
timeline.
Doing that.
They're already fucking timelines.
Loki's
just gone.
He's just gone.
He just has the stone. Then Matt said, let old dogs lie, Jet. What dogs? The fuck are you talking? There's a rat. There's a rat in the movie. What dog was in this movie? Were there any? Does Hawkeye have a dog? Did anybody have a
I
dog?
don't think he has a dog.
That's
We didn't see a
irrelevant.
dog.
Did anyone call Rocket a dog? He's get called a rabbit in Asgard. Like, we gotta catch them. Why do people not know what raccoons are? It's weird.
Okay. Do they have raccoons
In
Scandinavia?
In Scandinavia.
Like
I have no idea.
Denmark,
It's a good question.
Norway.
They might be a
Sweden.
North American thing.
What?
Raccoons. Because I think...
European raccoons?
So, I actually read something recently
I mean,
about
'cause
them
there's
being
different-
an invasive species. They're, like, being sold as pets right now.
Invasive
And, like,
species to where?
And, like, Britain. Like,
I mean,
pretty sure
everything's
they're
an invasive species to Britain. They don't have, like, rabies anymore, because all that shit's just dead. Like, they don't have beavers anymore, because they're just dead. Like, all that kind of shit is just extinct.
Let's not get too far out from the topic at hand.
What's the topic
Dozer
at
said,
hand?
well, that was unintentional. They should intentionally mess up a timeline. They should. I agree they should intentionally mess up a timeline. And they should
Intentionally mess up
should
a
pull your
timeline?
boy Tony. They should pull him forward. Matt said, Jet, you know phrases.
Okay,
Then Dozer said, shouldn't.
Okay, Jet.
Then
Jet,
Matt
Jet,
said, don't pretend
Jet,
you don't know
Jet.
phrases.
Movie ends, right?
Right.
Says end of movie. So they're like, we can go back in time and bring Tony here, right? And then Hulk walks in and he tells them what she told him, but just with Tony. And he's like, maybe we don't want to fuck up all those other timelines, because they could fuck up ours. I mean, I don't know.
Do you think...
I don't know.
What if the next big Avengers movie, Avengers Time War. And they're like, oh, you fucked up the timeline.
It's just
So-
worse. It just spirals.
Yeah,
This is why you can't
just
time
more
travel.
time travel. Let's
Time
go.
travel just, unless you have rules,
Nah.
which is why all those other movies
Yeah,
they mentioned, they all have
rules.
shitty rules.
Nah.
Or like time police.
Matt said time to abandon ship because it seems like you guys are being silly about timelines.
I mean, that's what this movie was about.
Kel said Endgame just shouldn't have ended like Deadpool 2.
I haven't seen Deadpool 2.
Do you want spoilers for
Sure.
Deadpool 2? Deadpool gets a time machine and he's like, oh fuck, I can just fix stuff. And he just starts going back and fixing stuff.
Like-
He kills Ryan Reynolds as he like is holding the script to the Green Lantern movie. He's just doing all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
And he's just like, if you just have time, you can just fix
You just
shit.
fix
You
it,
fix
yeah.
everything.
Do what you want.
Matt said, just accept Marvel screwed up timelines ever since Doctor Strange saw 4 million possible.
I mean, it's not even that. It's
that
just
was
that.
stupid.
I mean, they kind of painted themselves into a corner with having a time stone in Doctor Strange. Because now you can just like, why can't you just rewind it back and fix it?
Doctor Strange, they acted like using the time stone is so much bullshit. And then Hulk is like, but what if we put it back where we found it? And she's like, wait, it's such a, why didn't I think,
And it's only because Doctor Strange said this so. And he's like, yeah, Doctor Strange said this was the only way. And she's like, well, yeah, I guess so, yeah.
You're right.
You're right.
I can't stop that.
But at the same time, every other time travel scenario doesn't work.
Doctor Strange didn't see those. He saw one where the pebble was slightly to the right. He saw one where it happened on a Wednesday.
The rat wasn't there.
He saw
all of those timelines, no rat.
No rat. Rat
No
free.
rat. No rat, no Ant-Man, no Ant-Man 3. Which is this movie.
This movie truly is Ant-Man.
Ant-Man 3.
Ant-Man 3. Ant-Man Trace.
No, why?
Matt's a hater. That's why.
I mean, yeah, we know that.
Avengers 4. Matt's a hater. By the way, this was Avengers 3, right?
No.
So this was 4. It really should have been 5.
No.
Because Civil War should have been an Avengers movie. It was a Captain America movie. Do you really think?
I mean, once
Civil
you start
War-
having so many cameos and stuff, it
It's
doesn't
just
really
an
matter.
Avengers
Yeah.
movie. Yeah. I think Captain America, they shouldn't
But it
have
was
been like...
mostly about him. If you watch that one video, it's pretty clearly Captain America. Everyone else is there. But it's about him and Tony.
I feel
and
like
Bucky.
you could very much so argue that it's an Iron Man movie if you just look at it from a different perspective.
You want to watch that video?
No, I'm making it. We're actively in a video. Let's see. Ray King said, why not go to get more Ant-Mans? Just pull Ant-Mans from different times.
Just go back in time, get younger Pym.
With this dumbass helmet. Did you see me
Yeah,
react
I
to the
saw.
dumbass helmet? It's so big. The old one, and it's
They had
the
it in
eye
the-
slots
they
are
had
so
it in the-
tiny
yeah, the
in
lab. I saw that. It's got the little antennas.
And Matt said, so that people can actually watch things. You can hate all you want, Matt. Let's see. Matt said, make Iron Man 4 just to set it in a different timeline. Dad said, you saw Avengers? Yes. Spoilers. We're spoiling the
Whole
movie
thing.
actively. We're spoiling all of it.
How long has the stream been going?
Ray King
The
said,
whole
yes,
thing's been
Nick's dad.
spoilers.
It's an hour and 41 minutes so far. Dad said, I saw it. Dad, why'd they let Iron Man die if you can just go back in time and pull him from when he died?
Jet's been like, we can just undo it all with the quantum tunneling timeline, time travel
Right.
stuff.
We have Gamora from 2014 just stuck in the present now. Nobody cares.
'Cause
Just
she was
grab.
dead.
Yeah, just grab Tony.
But these are good guys. They're not gonna go fuck around with other timelines.
Dad
they
said,
can't.
hold on. Dad said limited Pym particles. Lies. Hank is back. We have the guy who's like the founder of Pym
The
particles. who can
limited
just
Pym
do it.
particles was like an Endgame in the movie. They're like, we can't make more.
But
But
now
we snapped
have
him back. He can make more.
So that's just no
like
longer
how
an
they
issue.
sent Captain America back. Because they didn't have Pym particles to do that. Because they're like,
Well, they grabbed multiple vials from
oh
the
yeah,
past,
so he grabbed those.
But
Okay.
Hank is back, so he can just always provide new Pym particles. Ant-Man 3 has to be about time. This is technically Ant-Man 3. Ant-Man 4 has to have more time.
If there's an Ant-Man 4.
Because what else is he going to do? I thought Ant-Man 3 was going to be all about the quantum realm. But now the quantum realm was just a gateway to time travel?
I mean, it can be.
So
If you want it to.
They gotta make it.
If you want it to.
Ant-Man 2 wasn't really that good. But I still really vibe with Ant-Man in the MCU. I feel like they're doing
What about
good.
Wasp?
Wasp?
I haven't seen that movie.
She's just better than Ant-Man.
Because she can fly.
Well, not just because she can fly. It's like,
She
I'm
can
also just more capable than you. He thinks outside of the box. That's his
Because
thing.
he's a stupid person.
Everyone jokes on him, but to be honest, like, his ideas end up
Peter's a
being
stupid
really
person.
Thank you. Oh, he's actually dumb.
I mean,
Dad
they say
said-
that in the movie.
Oh, wait, hold on. Dad said if you change his death, you could make Thanos and his army get unsnapped. So, Dad, here's the thing. Whenever you, like, pull someone from time and, like, bring them to, like, the current time, it just causes the other timeline to get rickety wrecked. It doesn't affect yours.
I have a question. What if you pull someone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Put it back. You fail to put them back.
Then
Like,
that timeline gets messed up. But your timeline is fine. That's why we have 2014 Gamora in the present, but nothing's changed.
True.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. You can pull people from time, and the other timeline gets messed up.
Like, Nebula didn't just, like, vanish when the older one her died. Isn't that what?
The future Nebula killed the past Nebula.
And that didn't
doesn't
cause
kill her.
future Nebula to get
Right,
fucked.
because pulling from timelines doesn't hurt yours. Right. We've covered that.
Yeah.
So pulling Tony hurts another timeline you'll never see. So it's fine. Kel said, I'm back. I had to clean my bed
The
because I saw an
Sorcerer
ant crawl on my
Society
pillow.
guys
And I was like, wee,
aren't
wee,
gonna
wee.
vibe with that.
The Sorcerer Society must know about the time machines.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange would be like, I saw that. I sat down and I saw.
Yeah, okay.
I
So
saw.
are they gonna have a fight like Civil War 3 over time travel?
Civil War 2. Civil War 3.
Captain America 5.
So that's actually a cool.
You don't
premise.
have to have it.
Who's on the side of pro time travel in that movie?
Anyone who lost someone, you know, like
So Scarlet Witch.
Clint to get Nat back.
To get Nat. Maybe Hulk too.
To get Nat, yeah.
Nat's the only woman who would smash.
She ain't gonna smash the Hulk.
Yo, she wanted to so bad in the earlier movie. And you're like, how? Now Banner can control himself.
I feel
Now
like
Banner
she did
can
want to smash the Hulk. She wanted to smash Banner.
And it was like, but he'll turn into the Hulk and like kill me.
I mean,
but now Banner's like, I got it.
I
got
mean,
it. Banner can just be gentle now. He can
Is
control
he-
his anger.
So is he just gonna back to shrink him?
No. He could just
His dick is too
just,
big.
Just the tip.
It's too big. They don't have condoms that size, Jeff. It's okay though because she's infertile.
Right. He would kill her though. He really would. Let's see. Dad said
Maybe
hold on. Dad said so it's selfish to
Nah.
snatch him out of a different timeline.
Yes.
Because then he's still gone from somewhere else.
Yes.
And you will miss him in that timeline.
They don't care.
Who cares? Loki's free in another timeline.
Thanos is
Nobody
dead.
cares.
Nebula's dead. There's not gonna be
Gamora's
like
gone from
There's
another
not gonna be like a
timeline.
Nebula and Gamora in Guardians 2.
Nobody cares.
In that timeline and all that other stuff. Guardians 1. Well, I don't know.
How does Captain America know the exact point in time he needs to return Thor's hammer?
They don't. They just don't put it back.
No, I'm sure Captain America
is that why he had the
returned it.
hammer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure he returned it. But when and at what point do you think that timeline's Thor was like, where's my hammer? Was he asleep? Like, didn't he think it was weird that it went like it just left?
Just have like a scene in Thor 2, where you don't see the hammer for like 2 seconds.
And you're like, that's where it
and
was
then he's
going.
just and then Cap. You think when Cap pops in Asgard and he's just like, is he just like
Away.
or does he just like
Leave
drop
it
it on
somewhere.
the floor? Like,
and it's like, I know no one else can get it.
oh, does he just leave it
Yeah,
there?
he could
It's
actually-
like, it doesn't matter where I put this, because Thor can just summon it. It's like, I'll just like put stuff on top as a joke on him.
Wow. Matt said Jet not caring about people in other timelines. He said cares if he has to pull a switch to save someone he knows. Ray King said just
Pretty
get
much what they did.
whoever you need and kill off the other timelines. It's just really easy to do that, right? Then Dad said, when is your presentation tomorrow? 6 p.m. Kel said she didn't want to smash
Don't
Hulk.
you need to like work on that
Cause
essay?
Because she likes how aggressive he was. Also, I bet his PP got smaller. Hulk's dick, I don't think gets
From
any
radiation?
bigger. I
just
really
gets
don't
small?
think it gets bigger. Dad said it's not exact and doesn't have to be.
What was it?
And
Exactly.
the returning of the hammer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
You just throw it somewhere back into Thor 2.
Throw it back.
Throw
into
it back.
Thor 2.
Throw it off the side of the bridge.
Okay.
Thor will get it.
I want to talk about the time travel and how like I didn't like the pad. We've talked about this at length, but they have a time travel pad that they stand on, and I can't tell what it really does. In multiple instances in the movie, them just using the suits and the time-space GPS bracelets just traveled through time without using the pad.
Okay.
So I don't really know what the pad's for
Jack,
and what it actually accomplishes.
What I said before, Star Trek transporter pads, same principle, right? You use the pad to transport normally, like they do in the 2 times they use the pads. But you can also site-to-site transport, where you just have the guy working the thing at the pad, he can just beam you to somewhere else.
Now, how about what they do with the
They also, like when they beam people up, they're not on a pad on the ground.
Right.
They
just get beamed to the pad.
And they don't even have to if they use site to site. It's just has more risk because you could accidentally get like transported into a wall if you're not like on the pad.
So the thing is, for one, we're arbitrarily trying to apply Star Trek
That
pad
is
rules
true.
to the Avengers rules.
But-
And 2, how did they grab Thanos' mothership to the pad? That didn't make
Nebula,
any
whatever Nebula did.
sense. Because Nebula flicks a few switches at the pad, and then it's like, gateway open, and it pulls the whole mothership. The whole thing. Everyone in the movie is like, we're wearing special suits that
Maybe-
let us trap.
No, but that's because they're
And they
flying through the quantum realm, right?
And they have
The ship
space-time.
flies through the quantum realm.
No.
It's airtight.
The suits
You're
aren't like
fine.
Falcon suits. They're just Ant-Man suits, just for shrinking,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Are you
So
like
what does
already-
Ant-Man's suits do? What does his suit actually do to protect him when he's shrinking? Well, flying through the quantum realm. Like,
keep all his insides in? Like,
they have a ship.
Hmm.
The ship keeps all the people inside the ship as it flies through the quantum realm.
The suits also just do the shrinking.
The ship also got shrunk. It was small,
But it got shrunk
and then it came up and
by
blasted
the pad through time, and then was navigated through time
Maybe.
to the pad. Because
Maybe
there's
he
nothing
had
on the
him
ship to
or-
facilitate it. There's nothing on the
okay.
ship to facilitate. So the pad has to be doing all the work.
Maybe.
Then why wear suits?
Because the suits even if the pad is doing all the work, you still need the suit, like an EV suit, to fly through the quantum realm. You can't just do that without a suit. Maybe Thor, because he doesn't need to breathe in space, but everyone else needs to. There was a thing. It was in a Avengers Assemble where they were getting shrunk with like Ant-Man shit or whatever. So it's like Falcon and I think Iron Man are sitting on top of
Because
this atom.
Kels did a sign out. Kel said, Jet, I gotta go. He said, I got homework to do. Final thoughts on the movie. He said it was really good, and I hecka nutted because it was such a good movie. He said Captain America's ass, Thor before he got fat, and Iron Man. Then Ray King said, why not use Panther suits? I do think now, since Tony Stark failed, give everybody Black Panther suits. Tony, you didn't give everybody Iron Man suits. Everybody needs suits.
Not even all the Wakandans have weapons.
Now
That's
we all
that's
have-
reserved for the royalty.
True.
You don't get to be a superhero. You're just a guy.
Everybody gets Ant-Man suits now, which is clean. I like Ant-Man's design. Need to get an action.
If they get to keep them, Shield's just be like, take that shit.
Shield has no jurisdiction over that. They really don't. What?
Okay. What? What was I saying?
You were giving an example from Avengers
Oh, yeah,
Assembled.
okay.
They're
So
sitting
it was
on
like-
Adam. Was
yeah.
it Avengers Assembled or?
It was Avengers.
Okay.
So it was like Falcon and I think Iron Man get like accidentally shrunken with pin particles or whatever. So they're sitting on top of a nucleus of an atom, right? They're talking. How are they talking? So there's no air.
Right.
They're smaller than air.
Right.
It's like that.
Wait.
The suits.
You can be
Have-
shrunk into the quantum realm and not have a suit?
Who does that and lives?
What's her bitch? Hank Pym's wife originally is wearing a wasp suit. When they save her, I think she's just a woman in a dress.
Well, maybe that doesn't make sense.
She like has powers now from extended exposure
Quantum
to
power.
the quantum
She's just
realm.
a quantum god.
I wouldn't go that far, but she has like healing abilities from it. Like Ant-Man's
So I
introducing
should
a lot
watch
of
that
cool
movie?
shit. Just saying.
Just
Ant-Man's so relevant. This whole movie couldn't have happened without Ant-Man 2.
because he was so irrelevant
You're irrelevant.
in Civil War, relatively, he's just kind of there.
He was pretty relevant.
He's like, I was at the airport. Yeah. But I was at the airport doing the fight. And then they're like, that's not good enough. Ant-Man movies, go.
Okay.
9:42.
Maybe at 10. We stop the
Straight.
talk part. Yeah, and then we can continue to hang out if you're free. And I can like work on the paper stuff while we just hang out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need the suit to travel, unless you're the wife. The exception, for some reason, apparently, okay? Everyone else needs a suit.
Why do we need full suits and not like just a Iron Man helmet,
Maybe you could have a Iron Man helmet.
which would be less to make?
Why doesn't he just use his own helmet? Like adapt the Ant-Man
I
thing
thought
to
when
it?
everybody's helmet came on and
Yeah.
it looked like Ant-Man's, that Iron Man would have one that just looked like Iron Man. And that didn't happen.
It
I
was
was
just
very
kinda-
surprised.
Like Rhodey has his own.
Dozer said, sorry about the leave. My phone ran out of power. I'm excited for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, by the way. Spider-Gwen's going to be in it. I'm not too hyped for the art style. I liked that the older ones tried to go for a more realistic / comic book style, and this one went like full cartoon. Other than that, Marvel Ultimate Alliance
What,
games
they
are
like
pretty solid.
superhero squad?
It looks like Marvel versus Capcom Infinite style, but
I don't
more
know.
cartoony. I know,
Okay.
but it's just it looks very cartoony to
Okay,
me, and I'm
alright.
not a fan. It's a Switch exclusive, the game.
So we got like 10 more minutes of this?
Yeah, we have
5 more minutes? 15 minutes.
15 more minutes. And then Dozer said, you have to understand it's a Nintendo exclusive, kids company. There are plenty of things that come out on Nintendo as an exclusive. Bayonetta 2 came out as an exclusive on Nintendo, and that's just not
Kids company?
it's not like a kid.
It's a video game company in Japan that markets to kids.
Markets, I'd
Like
say
with
the
the Wii,
families,
yeah, it's-
a lot of times.
It's more kid friendly often
than other
than
things.
like the other game console brands and
but
shit.
not everything they do has to fall into that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt, to me, that was very odd. It didn't fit with the other Marvel Ultimate Alliance games. And to call it 3, I felt like was really weird.
They need Disney with that branding. But I mean, Disney does stuff.
They could have just named it something else, and I probably would have been fine. It just didn't fit. Oh, the movie. Do you have anything that you can definitively say, favorite, least favorite?
I don't know if I want to have superlatives. At
I
this
got
point.
you, because it's so early.
I hadn't seen Captain Marvel's movie. I liked that she was in it, and she did stuff.
Dozer said Bayonetta 2 was an exclusive to Switch. What? Bayonetta 2.
Bayonetta 3.
Bayonetta 2. Gameplay on Switch. Switch gameplay.
Wii U and Nintendo Switch. Got him, Jack. Got him. Nintendo. Wii U.
Was it on the Wii U?
It said right there on the wiki.
Okay. It was Nintendo
Wii
exclusive.
U.
It wasn't Switch exclusive, apparently. Yeah. So it was Wii U and Nintendo Switch. But Bayonetta 2. And then he said, I suppose. And that's definitely not like a kid's game.
What, you don't think that ass is kids? America's ass.
Let's see. I'm still trying to think. I did really like Cap versus Thanos. That's going to be on YouTube soon.
Everything's going to be on YouTube.
Well, they like to do like, here's the fights.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to see Cap versus Thanos. They're going to put some songs over it, I'm sure.
Gonna make it all try and like weird to try and get around the things.
Oh no, just people will be like AMV, and it's not an AMV.
Yeah.
It's just it with the fucking Linkin Park.
Linkin Park.
But I really like Cap versus Thanos. I didn't like the scene where they just ransacked Thanos' farm and fuck him up. That was dumb. Also, Thor, I'm glad he decided to join the Guardians of the Galaxy.
As Guardians of the Galaxy.
As Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't understand why, before he was just a dude bro, mother's basement king, essentially.
He's just getting fat.
I rule over all you. I just sit around, yell at niggas on Fortnite.
That's what kings do. What kings do! When they're not, like, doing other shit. They're just like, I'm sitting on a throne, yelling at servants. Getting fat. There's plenty of fat kings.
It's odd that Thor let himself go. He used to adventure. Like, do you feel like killing Thanos made him be like, I just don't like adventure? He still liked fun, though. He still is like watching cinematics.
He's got emotional problems.
And
he's a
playing
broken
video
person.
games.
He's just like fucked up. He's too inebriated to go on adventures.
Dozer said Thor was depressed. He was upset that he lost to Thanos.
Yeah, he's just drinking himself. That's why he's fat. He's got a beer belly.
But you'd think he would go out and just start killing trolls and shit. That's what he used to do.
Yeah, when there was an Asgard. Who even knows what the state of the 9 realms are like when Asgard just blew up? And then half everyone
Half the niggas are indeed dead. Half the niggas are indeed back now. But more niggas could be back with time travel.
Wow, why don't we just go back in time and rebuild Asgard? Just every Marvel movie plot. Just go back in time.
What if we pull all of Asgard from the past and we put it here?
Yeah, you just take the people in the past and push them to the present.
Gosh.
You got SpongeBob logic coming out of jail.
So, is the Loki show just gonna take place in the past?
It's either gonna be...
Dozer said you're homosexual.
I mean, there's various times, right? You can do, like, after Thor 2, between Thor 2 and 3, when he's just hanging out, pretending to be Odin or whatever. How long was that? Like a couple years or something?
I imagine they're gonna take advantage of
could
the
do that.
Loki who used
You
the
could
stone
do that.
and like
You could even do all of them. If you want to be complicated.
We need a time travel character. Like now that it's a thing, we need to
Who?
Who?
The book.
I gotta grab the
Find a person. Who's an Avenger that's a time traveler? Besides Doctor Strange. Because he won't do it.
I bought this today. This is a thicky ass book.
What's the other book? Like the older one?
So that
Slightly
one's
older.
a character guide solely to the Avengers that
So
came out this
everyone
year.
else.
This is the Marvel
What has to be like a good guy?
encyclopedia. It's like literally everything. Nigga, there's no way. We gotta search alphabet. Let's just search T and hope we run into time.
Time.
Dozer said also, without looking, what MCU movie do you imagine is the lowest rated critically? Thor 2.
Thor 2 was playing on the TV the other day.
Ant-Man
Thor 2 is not
2.
that bad.
Ant-Man 2, maybe.
Yeah, Ant-Man.
Oh
2.
shit! It was Thor 2.
Was Thor 2?
It was it.
Lower
Oh
than Ant-Man
shit!
2?
There we go. Because I've heard people didn't like Ant-Man 2.
Yeah.
Very.
I mean, it's probably like second.
To
worst.
me, it was okay. But Thor 2 is the one that I think back to and go like, I didn't really like it.
Everyone in my family doesn't remember. Because they like fell asleep.
I didn't even.
But
Really
it wasn't
like
that
the
bad.
first
It
one.
wasn't that bad. I thought it was like subpar.
Mm-hmm.
But there's several parts that I like. I think it's getting underrated. Like Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 is better than Thor 2. I don't know. It's weird.
Let's see. I'm still looking for the Time Breakers. Let's see. The Time Breakers are an alien insectoid race that found the Pantopchuron, a crystal palace that sits at the nexus of all realities outside of time and space. Not knowing what they were doing when they arrived, they made mistakes that damaged many different realities.
Oops.
Hoping to repair the problems they
That's
caused.
what's gonna happen if Avengers start time. They're just gonna make shit worse. People are just gonna die.
They
Who
created
didn't need to die.
a human-looking illusion called the Time Broker to gather heroes known as the Exiles and send them out on missions. Time Breakers come in different casts, including cockroach-like workers and mantis-like sovereigns. We need an Exiles movie to fix the timelines.
It's not gonna happen.
What?
But yeah, maybe it should happen, but it's not. And also, one of them needs to be like already Avengers status
Yo.
to get a movie.
Hold on, let me hit you up with this shit. The Timekeepers. The Timekeepers are guardians of the time stream created by He Who Remains, the final chairman of the Time Variance Authority. At the end of time, to replace his flawed agents, the Time Twisters. The Timekeepers sought to preserve their existence at all costs, which led them to enlist Immortus to destroy the meddling Avengers and powerful Nexus beings such as Scarlet Witch. Kang, with help from Rick Jones,
Yeah.
seemingly
That's what
wiped
it
out
is.
the Timekeepers
That's
after
what it is,
they
Jed.
attempted to eliminate a host of alternate realities.
Next Avengers movie, Kang.
We're not gonna get Kang.
What? You're
Isn't,
talking about how they need to have time travel shit?
isn't Kang
Have
like
Kang.
Reed Richards?
I don't know.
I think Kang is Reed Richards.
Kang was just like a super powerful time guy because he had an army of time. Is he actually Reed Richards from like the year 4000? Why?
Hey, blah 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 blah. Kang. Oh, sorry, Nathan Richards.
Is that like his son? A descendant?
Believe
Just
it's-
another guy named Richards?
I believe it's his son. Hold on. No.
Well, they're not even in.
Is Nathan? I don't think his name's Nathan. Franklin. Franklin is Reed's son.
So is he just some other guy? Maybe
Fuck me.
distant relative
I don't
of
know
Richards?
anymore. He's a
Okay,
Richards.
so Kang be the villain of the next movie that features time travel.
Why would Kang be the villain?
Because he is a time travel villain.
But there needs to be a reason.
Because he wants to kill them all. Like he normally does.
Hold on. We were just
Save
on this
his
nigga's
wife.
page.
The
Wife?
Avengers!
Who's Kang's wife?
Kang's wife.
Does he even have
He has a
one?
wife. In the
Who?
cartoon, he has a wife.
Who's that bitch?
That's his whole reason for trying to kill everyone.
What? Nathaniel Richards discovered time travel and journeyed back from his own timeline in 3000 CE to ancient Egypt. There he ruled as Rama Tut for several years, later traveling to the 40th century where he created an empire as Kang the Conqueror. Kang is usually an enemy of the Avengers, but once joined forces with them to prevent his future self, Immortus, from wiping out a number of parallel... Immortus was the nigga who... The Timekeepers... You just talked about my plot. I
Okay.
already said this plot.
Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Kang. Cartoon. He's a bad guy, right?
His younger self is Iron Lad. He's a member of the Young Avengers.
Great. So he's a good guy?
His younger self.
So why is he fighting the Avengers?
Well, because he's like a conqueror when he's old.
Anyway, okay.
He's a time-traveling conqueror.
Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Kang is the conqueror guy in the future, right? He has a wife, right? His wife and his whole timeline are disintegrating. Why? Because Captain America and the Avengers fucked shit up in the past by like...
His allies are alternate universe versions of himself.
Yeah, they show up also. It's like the Council of Kangs. Anyway, so he wants to kill all the Avengers so they can't screw up and destroy his future. I think it was like Captain
His
America,
stats are
but it was
kinda
actually
booty.
Skrull Captain America. Who
Look
was
at
the one
his
that was fucking?
booty stats.
Yeah, he can just fuck everyone.
No, booty. 7 is good.
So what's his stats?
He's got some 3s and some 4s
What's
and
the
a
7?
1. Speed.
Speed?
Anyone who can teleport has a 7 in speed.
He's got a chair.
Yeah, this thingy.
That.
Looks like a jellyfish.
His chair in the cartoon looked more like Thanos' throne. It had like a time bubble where he can do all kinds of shit. Anyway, so he's trying to like assassinate Captain America to save his timeline and his wife.
So, if Kang uses time travel to come back, and let's say he's like, I want to
Like that's his
conquer
reason.
our reality.
Like he's like
He doesn't need like a weird wife thing. If I'm a time traveler who's obsessed with power and all I do is conquer timelines,
he's already conquered the future. Like that, he's already got all that shit.
They didn't say that he conquers the future.
In the cartoon.
The cartoon is doing its own shit.
Yeah,
I just read
I know.
an official guidebook.
That's.
What is?
Do we have to go to like a wiki now?
What? How is that better? How is that better than
I
the
don't
official
know.
thing?
I don't know.
Kang is a guy who's from the future who uses time travel to take over like past places. It's like Booster Gold if he was like, I wanted to be a ruler, not a superhero. Yeah. I could see there being like a Kang movie. How would they beat him though? He's like, aha, I also time
The
travel.
way they did in the cartoon.
How'd they beat him in the
Ant-Man summons cockroaches. He takes the event. He shows up, and he's like, I'm gonna fight you, right? They like punch him, and so he's back on the chair. And so he teleports them all to like a post-apocalypse future. Everything's just on fire and shit.
Right.
And then they're just having a fight.
Mhm.
If they can't beat him, get to the chair, then they're just stuck in the future and they're all dead.
Okay.
So Iron Man's trying to get to the
They
chair.
didn't bring their Iron Man. I mean, they didn't bring their times with their pin part.
He just has to plug into the chair.
Uh-huh.
Teleport back. So Ant-Man is like, oh, this is a post-apocalyptic future. But cockroaches survive, so they swarm upon Kang, and then they grab the chair, and then they hop out.
And they just leave Kang behind.
I think they like capture him. Or some shit.
Well, to me, it sounds like Kang just has worse technology in the cartoon, but so do
Yeah,
the Avengers
but then
in the cartoon, so it balances.
He comes back later with a full army of
Yo,
flying
Ryan.
saucers and shit.
So you know,
And it's like bigger than Thanos' army in this movie.
if Iron
Because
Man
it was all over the world.
was still alive, right?
Yeah.
You know, the next thing he would have done is like suits that travel through time.
Time
He would have
suit.
had, yeah.
I have a time
Do
suit.
you think Shuri, after all this, she's the one who makes Black Panther suit, is gonna be like, here's my time vibranium suit? Like, dun, dun, dun,
Why
dun,
do
dun,
they
dun,
want
dun,
to
dun,
time
dun,
travel?
dun. Why would you not? Dun, 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 dun,
Maybe.
dun, 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 dun. I don't see why. There's no way that the future of the whole Marvel
Okay,
universe
check.
isn't now just lined up.
What
in
Marvel movies are coming out? Spider-Man? Black Panther?
I don't know. Black. Like, has that been announced?
I'm
We
pretty
know
sure Black
they're
Panther
making
3.
another Guardians.
Black Panther 2?
I don't know about Black Panther 2.
I'm pretty sure
Has that
that's
been announced? I haven't heard that.
Guardians 3.
Guardians
Spider-Man.
3 and
Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
is out in like a year.
It's
Like, it's
later
already
this
made.
year.
It's like made.
Spider-Man's later this year.
It's made.
It's later this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guardians 3. Is there even gonna be another
Ray King
Avengers
said-
movie?
Ray King said, Nick, stop acting
Maybe.
stupid. What do you mean stop acting stupid? And yes, of course there's going to be another Avengers movie. Money.
To do what?
Money.
To do what?
Get the niggas together.
Phase 5?
Stop a thing. Why do you act like that's so egregious?
I'm
They
not saying
happen
it's
every
egregious.
year.
I'm saying if you want to go down the role of more time travel,
Right.
they're gonna have to have like
A story.
time travel related villains
Right.
or more time
This
travel.
is a
to
spoiler
do it.
talk for Avengers Endgame, Rocky Ford.
And I'm saying
There are
they
spoilers.
don't want to do that.
Look out.
They already did time travel.
Ray King said, who gets Tony's money? Pepper already has Tony's money.
He
What
has
the
a
fuck do you
daughter.
mean? And a wife who owns the company. He already gave Pepper the
Yeah,
company
he gave- like
yeah,
Iron Man
forever
2.
ago. Yeah.
He's like, you run
Pepper
it.
already has the money.
Yeah.
He's like, I gotta go see it in your bank, bitch. You can die now, Tony. It's okay. It's okay. I got everything. Let's see. Rocky Ford
like
said,
10
I
o'clock.
can spoil or no?
10 o'clock. 10:01.
So we're actually about to end the spoiler talk stream. We're still probably gonna say more stuff about it after the stream ends, to be honest. I feel like we've barely scratched the surface, but I have to work on a paper. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring that bell, then go back in time and ring that shit again.
Go back in time and ring all the bells. Like all of the videos.
Yes. Thank you all once again. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black One Only, here with
Guy who doesn't think time travel needs to be in more MCU movies.